You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had no time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You
The
literally
brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. He had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. You may do it, King Dingbat here. Welcome to the trade deadline. Perfect timing. The stupid Cowboys. They just made a huge trade. A 3-5-1 team. Oh, I love it. Cowboys trade for defensive line Quinn Williams for a first-round pick and apparently more. That's hilarious to me. It's hilarious to me. The Cowboys are still going to lose out, and they're still going to do nothing. And now they're throwing away first-round picks. I love it. I wonder if it's their first or Packers. Wow, they gave up their own first-round pick. Probably a top 10 pick. They're so stupid. Oh, they're the dumbest team I've seen in my life. Youngin, Mayday, John Dunham, Gage, Aaron, Cody, Reginald. Thank you so much for being here. Quincy Williams head to Cowboys. Hilarious. Toxic Green, Arthur, Robert, Craig, anybody that I'm missing. Jaden Berry, Dev, Rocco, my man. Still Them Boys, Brian Cruz, Big Mix, Mayday. Thank you guys so much for being here. Oh my God, the Cowboys just traded their own first-round pick. That's going to be like a top 10 pick. What a bunch of morons. Oh, I love it. Yes. Just throw away your future, you stu-nods. When are teams going to realize there's nothing more precious than draft picks? The only time you should be trading them if you're doing well and you need to help fill holes. I know. I mean, they're a 3-win team. They have won 3 games. It's November 4th. And they're going to go get Quinn Williams. It ain't going to help you this year. Maybe it'll help you next year, but that team's so far away. They're done. And they traded their own first-round pick, which is a top 10 pick. They traded for Quinn and Williams. What a dumb team. Why did they trade literally got to go 7-1 the rest of the season, have any shot to make the playoffs with so many other teams already with 6 wins? Yeah, and they got to play the Eagles. They got to play Kansas City. They got to play Detroit. They're done. They're desperate. The Cowboys are desperate. I love it. They're a very stupid team. See, if I'm the Cowboys, I'm preparing to trade Dak Prescott in the offseason and rebuild. I give it to the Jets. They traded Sauce Gardner. They got 2 first rounds. Now they got Cowboys pick, which is probably top 10. Oh, you got to love the stupidity. It's just stupid. I love what the Cowboys are doing. Keep throwing them picks away, Jerry. Yeah, Jerry, you dope. I mean, look, Quinn Williams is a good player, but is he so good that he keeps the Jets from 0-7 or whatever they are? Come on, dude. What a dumb team. They're throwing away a top 10 pick for he'll be what, 28? Make a lot of money. Dude, I just love that team. I love Jerry Jones. I love him. Still Them Boys, David Super Chat. Best defensive tackle in the league. Williams and Clark. No Spitman Carter, Lazy Boy, Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis riding circles around Clark. Go ahead. Win your 4 or 5 games. Oh, we just increased our value from What, 4 games of 5 wins? Oh, what a dumb team. Can you imagine trading your first top 10 pick for him out of desperation? That's hilarious. Oh, I love it. I love the stupidity. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. I appreciate that, my man. I appreciate you still them boys. You still them boys. You are, but we still them men. That's the problem. See, if we make that move, it's great because our first round will basically be a second round pick and we are Super Bowl contenders. But Dallas will have a top 15 pick minimum, give it up, lose now mode. Yeah, well, I mean, you're trading a guy from what, a 1-win team to a 3-win team. It's like the linebacker trade they made. You're trading a 3-win team to another 3-win team. Teams with 3 wins don't make those kind of moves. You got to be desperate. Jerry Jones is desperate. His end must be coming a lot quicker than we think because he's desperate. When Mark comes on, you should pull up his stream. Oh, I will. Is he going live? Best D-line in the league. Oh, man, dude. I feel so bad for you, brother. I don't know if Mark is. Cowboys win Super Bowl now. Woo! I know jobs are on the line and teams get desperate, but I think GM or owner will respect you if you make a move that will affect the whole team in a positive way, especially for years to come. Well, I mean, Jerry could do that because he owns a team. But Mark will probably like it. Mark will probably be like, "Oh, this is a great move." But they didn't give away a Packer first round. They gave away their own first round. That's the part I'm like, what are you doing? Wanda, member for 6 months. Thank you so much. We love you, Dingbat. You're the best, brother. Thank you so much, and thank you for 6 months of support. But Jerry is desperate, but it's Howie vision. Yeah, well, I mean, we do things smartly. You know what I mean? We don't do things out of desperation. When you do things out of desperation, it never works. See, defensive tackles don't scare me. Not with our offensive line. Over the course of the last, 7 years, nobody's really given us any problems. Philly Gridiron says, 500, what up, dude? I think it's safe to say Philly has locked up the division next goal conference. Agreed. I agree. Now, if the Eagles get Myles Garrett, we're not getting. I don't think we're going to do anything left. I mean, we'll stay here until the deadline passes. I don't expect the Eagles to do anything. Maybe trade a defensive back or something. Anything at this point to me is like anything from this point on is just it's sugar on top. Barbie Adopters of YouTube royalty in the house. What's going on? How are you? Backup center? Yeah, I mean, you could. I will give it to Toff. I thought he played good last game. I think you got the kid from the Raiders is on the shopping block. He could be a guy. Would you be mad if they? No, I wouldn't mind Fitzpatrick. That'd be fine. I mean, I don't think they'll do it, but I mean, I wouldn't mind it. But see, the Eagles and Dallas are in different levels. They're different levels of thing. One team is a really bad team, and they're not going anywhere this year. It's over for them. And then you got another team that is fighting for a Super Bowl. Totally different outlooks. If you think there's a chance, 15% chance we get someone else? Yeah, I think about 30% chance. I think I would go offensive line. They traded Mozzie Smith in that trade. Well, yeah, but the bigger thing is they traded their own first-round pick. That's a high pick. And look, Williams is a good player. There's no doubt about it. But when you deal with this year, I don't think he's going to help you. It's our time, Philly. What's going on? Bring Ertz back? That would be interesting. I see people. I see people talking about this Sauce Gardner and why didn't the Eagles get him? They had to give up 2 first-round picks. Remember, you got to pay Quinyon Mitchell and you have to pay Cooper DeJean. You're not going to pay Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, and Sauce Gardner. That's just not realistic. That's why we didn't do it. Maybe if he was like in the last year of a deal, then you trade, but 2 first-round picks, that's a lot. I actually think the Jets are doing the right thing. They've just acquired 3 first-round picks because this team stinks. They got to rebuild. It's going to take a few years. Garrett Wilson will be next, probably. Like if I was the Eagles and I could get somebody off of the Jets, I would have wanted Will McDonald. I would only trade like that for Myles Garrett. Oh, Myles Garrett is to me like the closest to Reggie White that we have. So in that case scenario, I think it's a once in a lifetime type thing. You do it, but it's not going to happen now. So, what a king to a god. What's a king to a god? I like that name. Member for 6 months. Thank you so much, man, for your support. Salute. Dumbest trade ever. Giving up a top 10 pick. Shout out to the Jets for stacking those first. And it'd be cool with trading for a backup left guard. Yeah, a backup left guard would be great. Oh man, I love the Cowboys so much. Jerry Jones is such a stupid idiot, and I just love him. The Vikings traded Hawkinson to Green Bay. Are they dumb? Did they really? Or is that real? That's an interesting move. Hawkinson, that's not going to help them this week, though. Maybe in the playoffs. Jets selling everyone, yeah. Jets are also sending first-round tackle defensive Mousie Smith to the Jets as part of the Quinyon Williams trade per rap sheet. Yeah, but the problem is they sent their if they would have sent the Packers trade, if they would have traded the Packers pick, I'd have been like, all right, well, it's a good pick. I guess you still can get something from them in the future. It ain't going to help you this year, but you trade your own pick. You idiot. I wouldn't have done that trade if I was Dallas. So Dallas just gave away one of their first-round picks. No, they gave away their first-round pick, not the Green Bay picks they own, their pick, which is probably a top 10 pick. Dak is coming. Is that what his boyfriend said? Mark, David Super Chat. Philly it was a 2026 second, 27 first. Done. Dallas is dumb. TJ Hawkins did get traded. That's not real. So hard to know it's real, man. There's so much stuff going out. Dallas is stupid. Rocky David Super Chat. The defensive backs were the issue in Dallas, not the D-line. Well, their D-line stinks too. I think more out of their edge, but it ain't going to help them. They're done. Dallas is done. Anything they do right now is for next year. They're desperate. This is what you call a desperate team. Swift to West, David Super Chat. Cowboys traded for Timu linebacker. Yeah, we know. No big deal. No sweat on the Eagles' brow. I didn't see the Hawkinson trade thing. Yeah, there's no source that Green Bay traded that desperately called for a tight end. I'm sure they're trying. It's hard to believe. Well, Hawkinson came from Detroit, didn't he? Didn't Detroit trade him to Minnesota? For that happens not even an hour after I text you. You can't make this stuff. Hey, when you want to come on in like a half hour. I'm going to hang out, talk to chat, and then I'm going to get you on there if you want to come on. Cowboys they make me so happy. Jason David Super Chat. Should the Eagles trade for Garrett? Well, not now. I mean, I don't think at this point, after getting Jalen Phillips, I don't think it's going to happen. The Jets are definitely playing. Jets are smart. Jets are playing this smart. Cowboys are throwing away picks out of desperation. You know, yeah, Williams will be there next year to help them out, but you know, that's never a problem for the Eagles' offensive line. Jets now have 2 1s, 2 2s, and 3 firsts and 20. Yeah, I mean, and that's what you got to do to build a team. Now, you can have all the picks you want, but if you don't pick right, what's it help you? Where I say, hey, yo, everybody, how you doing? Yo, everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat here. You mean they traded Mozzie Smith, the guy who's going to be better than Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis? You're not getting Crosby. And guess what? We don't need him. We don't need him. We're already locked and loaded, my man. You got it. I will. Hulk, thank you for a super chat, my man. Cowboys season going up in flames, and they're giving away picks. What a dumb team, dude. Phil's over there. He's in love with Dallas. Him and Mark should just get married and get it over with. Get a room. It's so disgusting. Oh, Dak needs to be. Dak will never win because the Cowboys never put anything in front of him. Dude's been there for 10 years. Done shit. They said the Jets have another big trade coming. Probably yeah, I would assume it's Garrett Wilson. He's going to go somewhere. I don't know where. Man, thank you for the super chat. Who's next? I would say Garrett Wilson's probably a good bet. Man, Dallas traded their second round this year and a 2027 first. So they'll have 2 draft picks. It's dumb. It is dumb. Yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid because they're not going to get any better. Dallas is done. They are now becoming that old team. Look, you got the old quarterback. That's the problem. Dallas is desperate to win because Prescott's older. Jerry Jones is older. It's not going to happen. You're 3-5-1. You're not catching anybody. You're not winning this year. So everything Dallas is doing is for next year. Dallas is already rebuilding for next year. The Jets better The Jets better go out and hire somebody that can draft because they're going to have a lot of picks. And if they do it right, it could be good. Hey, Philly, do you think we move one more time? I mean, it's possible. I don't think it's likely, but I'm here just in case. Yeah, Brees Hall. Don't be surprised if Hall ends up in Kansas City. What did Vinny Curry say? What did he tweet? Wilson to the Patriots would be interesting. See, if I'm the Jets, I just trade whoever gives me the highest picks. Yeah, I trade tight end with block would be nice. Yeah, you better start thinking about next year, buddy. That's what you got to do. Now, Quinion Williams is good. He's a good player. But, he's not so good that he keeps the Jets from losing. And fortunately for the Eagles, our offensive line historically does not have a problem with any sort of defensive tackle. I enjoyed Mark's Tears of Misery to Cowboy fans. Just put a smile on my face. Oh, it was great. Hendrickson is expected to go to Detroit or the Eagles by Adam Sandler. Really? Is that like I can't see the Eagles. Would the Eagles go out and bring him in now? I mean, you just brought in Jalen Phillips. It just seems like you would overdo it, no? Philly fans still say the Dallas trade makes the Eagles look stupid. Why? The Eagles don't need a defensive tackle. The Eagles didn't have to give up 2 first. Yeah, he's just a hater, dude. He's a hater. Him and Mark should just get a room. Get a room tomorrow and make out. Seriously. It's ridiculous. They're a 3-win team. Why would a 3-win team be making trades like? Look, they could probably have waited with Quinyon Williams. Probably got him in the offseason cheaper. What I will say is that Jerry Jones made his promise. He was made a trade. We thought it was Logan, and Logan is now Quinyon Williams. He kept his promise. Yeah, he kept his promise, and he ruined his team going forward. I told you, Cilio's is a Dallas fan. Why Eagles? Listen to Devil Bible, right? Don't say that, Eddie. Stop. The Cowboys, so stupid. I love the Cowboys. Philly, check out the Jets draft cover next year. It's going to be stacked. Oh yeah, they're going to be stacked. They're going to wind up getting my man Jeremiah Smith. Whoa, why did I get all blurry? Oh, why wouldn't you give up 2 first-rounders for another shutdown corner? Well, you can't afford it. My argument is this: you can't afford to pay Cooper DeJean, and Sauce Gardner. So you just can't do it. I don't know why it seems like it's milky. There you go. Yeah, we traded Mozzie Smith, the great Mozzie Smith. 500. Dallas gave up a 2027 first, a 2026 for Williams. That's all. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's desperation. Dallas is desperate to win. Well, they're not going to win this year. Their season's done this year. So maybe next year it'll help them. We'll see. But it's not going to help them this year. I do agree with the Jets. If I was the Jets, I would have done the same thing. I would have traded everybody. You got to rebuild. Yeah, I think 49ers or Dallas. Dallas is too stupid not to make another trade. Did Dallas say Clark the best? What do you mean? Trey Hendrickson? If you got Trey Hendrickson, that would be crazy. I don't know where it would fit in. 500 why would anyone go to Dallas as a rental? You know they ain't getting paid, right? How much what does Quinyon have left on his deal? I wouldn't trade a first rounder for Njoku, but I would try to get him. I would. The Packers. Lonely Star David Super Chat. Dallas being buyers after last night is hilarious. It really is. It's hysterical. Brees Hall. They gave up a first and a second. First and a second. With as crazy as deadline's been, I just go trade a second, first, and a second. Well, nobody's going to. Garrett's not on the block. Williams is a good player, though. It's a heavy price to pay, but what does it help him next year? I mean, how's it help him this year? It'll help him next year. I'm not saying it doesn't help him next year, but how does it help you this year? And how many years does he have left on his contract? To me, you're paying a heavy price because of the trade deadline. Might as well wait until the off season. What are the chances the Eagles get Tremaine Johnson? Seems like the Jets are in full. I don't think they're going to do it. I think they got their guys. I only have 10 likes. Really? Nah, it can't be. We have 291 likes, but definitely hit that like. We got 1,400 people in this mother humper. And we'll be here through the trade deadline. Quinn Williams is a dog. Worth a first. Okay. You know, I guess if you're looking, if you think you're going to compete for a Super Bowl, but when you're 3-5-1, you ain't going nowhere. And former first rounder 500 Mazu was picked up in the first. Remember, we mocked Mark and them because they said they go Nolan Smith, but got my Smith. Laughing my ass at former first and a second. They paid a high price. High price. Especially, like I said, it's not going to help you this year. Wait, Quinn Williams is going to come in. He's going to play limited reps. It's going to take him a while to get adjusted. Dallas is going to be done. They got to play the Kansas City Chiefs. They got to play the Eagles. They got to play the Detroit Lions. They're done. So he helps them next year. Well, I'm not thinking about next year. I'm only worried about right now. Dallas is done. Brees Hall posting sad tweets. I don't think they're going to trade him, or they are. Traded Dory for Ertz. I would rather go after Njoku. What the frig? Yeah, I think Williams is great, but definitely an overpay, especially if they aren't even in the playoffs race, let alone Super Bowl competition. Could have get them cheaper in March for free. Exactly. Because you always overpay. You always overpay in at the trade deadline. Things are always going to cost you more. Yeah, I don't know why it did that. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Kyle Pitts can't block, though. You know? Eagles' final record, probably 14-3, 13-4, somewhere around there. Yeah, I think Brees Hall's where's he going, though? I assume Kansas City? Howie did his version of Jerry this offseason at the trade line. He went bargain basement shopping and signed old name players. Yeah, this past offseason. Yeah, I thought he's done a good job during a trade deadline, though. But that was the plan because look, I don't blame Howie. All right, you have Nolan Smith, you have Jalen Hunt. They both played great in the playoffs. Sometimes you got to take a chance on your draft picks. It just seemed like it didn't work out. But I can't blame him for the strategy, man. Ringo needs more experience. I don't know why I have this weird feeling. I don't know. I just have this weird feeling. I don't know why, but I have a weird feeling that that Jair Alexander is going to be better than we think he is. I just have a weird feeling. Philly girl, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Jerry is a prime example to everyone. Don't make big decisions when you are down and out. I know. It's true. It's like a gambler gambling and you're trying to win your money back and you just keep putting more money into it. Yeah, it's a desperation move. And thank you for that super chat, Jersey girl, Philly girl. Sorry, Jersey girl, Philly girl. KOLLC says Jets draft picks 2026 first. 2026 first with the Colts, 2026 second for Cowboys and Jets, a first in 2027, 3 firsts in 2027. Yeah, that's great. They said 2027 draft is supposed to be like really special. Like it's going to be really special. That's probably why the Jets want first round picks in 2027 because it's supposed to be a deep draft. Chris Miller, David Super Chat. Trey is coming for Myles Garrett. I have a funny feeling. I'd be shocked, but I'd take it. It's just I feel like I have the same about Alexander being good for. I just got a weird feeling. The Jets tore down fast. Yeah, and they should have. Man, I wish. Marcus crying, sitting on a rooftop, calling Philly, telling him that don't jump. What's he crying for? Yeah, I know. Jeremiah Smith going to end up with the Jets. Damn it. Your son will be in the draft. Oh, 2027? What position? I'll look out for you. You got to tell me when. Just reported that the Eagles have offered 2 firsts and a third for Jalen Hunt for Garrett. If I was the Browns, I would do it. And if the Eagles get Garrett, it goes from 2 Super Bowls to 4 Super Bowls. God, I hope that's true. I do. 2 first rounds, I would do it in a second. At least the Jets know how to move on from players on the Cowboys. Agreed. Hey, Fire, did I miss anything on the trade deadline? Well, the Cowboys just traded for Quinn Williams, the stud defensive tackle from the Jets. But they gave up a crap load, and they're 3-5-1. See, if I was Dallas, I'd be selling. I would be trading off players. And then I would unload Dak in the offseason for a couple first-round picks. What did Curry say? What did his tweet say? If I were to get more counseling in A classes, buddy, please, for his health. I'll try. There's no way we get Garrett at this point. We have no money. I'd rather have Smith than Hunt to be traded. I would think they would trade Smith first because Jalen is cheaper, and they have to make a decision about the extension. But, I mean, let's see. Heard the Eagles are doing Ringo first and second for Hendrickson. So I hope not. The Eagles better not give a first-round pick for Hendrickson. That's a waste of pick. Why would you give up a first-round pick for Hendrickson? I don't believe that you would do that. He's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. Why are you pissed? Don't be pissed about that. That's hilarious. They're 3-5-1. What are they going to do this year? Nothing. They gave up a shitload of picks. They're the dumbest team in the league. So it's not the same as yes, I'm all for it. Why does the thing do that? Yeah, I'm all for it. Yeah, we got money for Garrett. There's no problem with that. The money's not the problem. I'd rather have two firsts for Garrett than one. I wouldn't give a first for Hendrickson. I wouldn't give a second for Hendrickson. I probably wouldn't give a third for Hendrickson. Remember, Hendrickson's a free agent. He's 31 free agent. Why am I giving a first-round pick for him? No way. Just always like, well, now I have to hate him. It's very easy for me to hate him. Put that Cowboys helmet on, baby. Boom. Cowboys are stupid. Yeah, I am. I mean, those two look like they're about to get a room. Dan Sileo loves the trade, and poor Dak Prescott. Oh, poor Dak. That dude, that had 10 points offensively. Mark said he's on the ledge, but after the trade, he's stepping back. Yeah, because Mark's gonna recharge now. Hey, friends, Mark Holmes, what's your buddy, Cowboy Joe Boo? I want to thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Network. Well, Jerry Jones, he showed that he can still do it. He is a man of his word. And we got Quinn Williams. And now, if the Dallas can just go on a 7-game winning streak, they might make the playoffs. Come on. Nick, they were super chat. He goes, Browns should do what the Jets should do. They're too stupid. Agreed. They're too stupid. It's Evan Shane, Miles, wasted talent, worst team in history. Yeah, they're a stupid, stupid team. You know? Breaking news, Kirk Cousins to the Commanders. Is that true for 2026 third-round pick? Wow, what a stupid trade that is, too. I know my 500 goes on Silly Show. 500 is a draw. Sillies don't add. I'll go talk to anybody, man. Not if it does. I'm not afraid. Giants thought the trade deadline was tomorrow. That's hilarious. Hey, Philly, wouldn't Dallas want to get a better position in the draft next year than getting players to win a couple more games? If I was a fan of Dallas, I would rather lose. Yeah, exactly. I don't get what the Dallas Cowboys are doing. Yeah, I bet they did, Steven. They always do. We got 1,660 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. Roll Philly Dolphins. Thank you for super chat. with these great moves, Dak has help now, right? Oh, no. Dak has no help. Dak never has help. Nothing's ever Dak's fault. I mean, they only scored 10 points offensively last night, but we can't talk about that. I'm a big fan of the Eagles season. Better Eagles kick Green Bay Packers' butts. Agreed. What they did is they said, hey, Quinn Williams, we're going to trade for you. You're going to come from one losing team to another losing team, and you're going to lose the rest of the year, but maybe next year you'll help us. That's their thinking. Stupid. The one thing Jerry will bring is that CJ attitude and that swag brought to the team because Jerry has some. Yeah, I agree. And I think veteran leadership, which we talked about in the secondary, they totally lost with Slay. Look, maybe, just maybe, he'll be more comfortable in our scheme. Jerry Jones has his golden shovel, has dug the grave for the Cowboys. I love it. He is. He is. Not only is Jerry Jones going to blow this year, but he has set the stage for the next 2 years for the Cowboys to completely collapse. And I love it. Cowboys, to me, I don't understand the thinking. I'm thinking I got a 35-year-old quarterback I'm never going to win with. I got a bad defense. I got to rebuild this. I got all these first-round picks. I'm going to keep them. I'm going to get as high a pick as I can, and I'm going to trade Dak in the offseason. It doesn't make sense. They're just too stupid. Mark gets so defensive, Dak. So if it just he can't. Minka Fitzpatrick, the Eagles for Ringo in a 7th. I don't think they would do that. I would do that, but I don't think they would. Joel Perez Martinez Davis Super Chat 500. Tell him get your stinking 3-5-1 hands off me, right? I mean, my man Leo, and I'm gonna bring on Leo a little later. He says it all the time. We don't breathe the same air as the Cowboys. They're in like La La Land. Howie saw Dallas trade. Now he's like, watch this. I don't think Howie's even concerned. What is Vinny Curry's tweet about? I don't know. Nobody's told me. I love me some Jerry Jones. I was crashed out about Jaden. Got hurt. Then Jerry always cheers me up. He just does, doesn't he? You got to love Jerry Jones. Mark's going to start calling Quinn Williams the next, or Aaron Donald, and the Dallas defense will be numbered. I know. George Schultz said the Jets are trying to make another move, but they don't know if it's going to get done yet. Well, who needs receivers? Garrett Wilson. Like if I was Kansas City, I would get it. I would go after him. Okay, Big Dog, we know we have 4 players we can rotate. We do. I hate to say it, but Dallas is more stable for Williams than from the Jets. Well, I mean, what do you mean? Like, they're going to have 6-7 wins a year, and the Jets are going to have 2 or 3? They could have them. Yes, we are. I don't think Ertz is coming back home, no. It's funny the Cowboys traded for Williams, and they gave up Micah, just parallel to their team last year, and they missed the playoffs. Well, that's the thing. I mean, you traded Parsons. Now you went on Williams. If you would have had Parsons and Williams, that's very formidable. But you don't have a pass rush. The Dallas has got the same problem the Eagles did. They don't got edge rushers. Cowgirls, Browns, Panthers, same level at 100%. I mean, look, Williams is good, but you got to put players around him. I mean, it didn't help the Jets, did it? Comrade Coop, they were super choke. Colts got finessed 2 first. Horrible. I thought they gave up way too much too. For a corner, I thought, they're going all in. Vinny Curry posts a picture of Howie with laser eyes. What does he know? I don't think he knows anything. I just think, it's type of day for Howie. Damn, the Jets started selling and all the players of the team got excited. That's how you know they're like the franchise. I know, right? Yeah, Wilson to the Chiefs would be Crazy. I'm sure Bryce Hall wants to be traded. It doesn't matter, Irvin. It doesn't matter. You've just hamstrung yourself the next few years, and you're gonna get what? I don't even know. Let me see something. Not to mention, you're not winning this year, so everything that Dallas is doing is for next year. You could have done it cheaper in the off season. Let's see. Chances are Dallas is going to lose Kenny Clark this year, right? I want to see Williams' contract. Quinyon Williams is signed. He's signed through 2027. He's a $21.7 million cap hit for Dallas next year. Have fun with that. Dallas is done, dude. They just basically, if this was like a chess game, Dallas just got put in checkmate. They're not going to be able to win with this version of team they got. Not with this quarterback. They just checkmated themselves. They don't even know it. Handsome Hustler, thank you for the super chat. Breaking news. Nose tackle Mozzie Smith released by the Jets for failing in physical. Sources say he stepped on the scale with a bag of Takis and dry 7-Eleven pizza in hand. Jets owner wants a refund. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's hysterical. I bet it happens too. Garrett Wilson to the Eagles. There's no reason for him. So Howie gets a young player with high upside and a low third rounder and makes the Jets pay 95% of the Dolphins pay 9% of the year. Yep. While the Cowboys gave former first rounder, a second rounder, and cash. Yeah. And the problem for the Cowboys is that they're 3-5-1. Their season's over. Everything they're doing now is for next year. Eagles Army down there, thank you for super chat. People got to realize it's not so much they got Williams. It's the trade in context. 3-5-1 team doesn't give up draft capital for players midseason. 100%. And the reason it was a 2027 draft pick was because that's supposed to be one of the deepest drafts to come out in years. They're saying that 2027 draft is going to be really, really top-notch players. So the Jets, it makes sense they want to load up on 2027 first-round picks. Why you would give that pickup for Dallas is stupid. Foster Parks, been for 27 months. He goes, I want Howie to go ahead and extend Phillips. I mean, let's see how he plays. You know what I mean? Let's see how he plays. I still got a strange feeling Garrett could still go to the Eagles. I'm thinking they've probably been waiting to see if they could get more for him. I would do 2 firsts. I would do 2 firsts Jalen Hunt for him. Yeah, I would do it. I would even do 2 firsts and Nolan Smith for him. Myles Garrett, the difference between Myles Garrett and not having him to me is between 2 to 4 Super Bowls. You might win 2-3 Super Bowls right now. You might win 4 something with him. Denzel Ward got traded to the Rams. I haven't seen anything on that. That would be a great move by the Rams. I just snuck into a Cowboys channel and they're ripping Jerry to shreds. They should. They should be. Can't wait till Monday Night Cigar of the UFO making more babies. Yeah, we got UFO news going on. I'm going to have to do a tinfoil dingbat stream again. 500, I think they need to check Jerry Jones' mental state. He lost in the NFL trading picks for players. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen with Kamara. Yes, I would. And he's the only player in the league I would do that for. Ever. But he's just such a generational talent. I would do it. 2 firsts for Tana, great. 2 firsts for Sauce is ridiculous. I mean, I at least I give the Colts. At least the Colts are like they're good. Dallas is horrible. You would consider trading Kobe? I don't want to trade Kobe. I feel like the trade deadline has been underwhelming for the fact that we've traded the start of the hour, but we haven't had more trades the rest of the hour. I think there's been some pretty big damn trades this year. Yeah, if you're trading Garrett, you're not extending Smith. I agree. Telltale says 500,000 only beat the Giants, Jets, and the Commanders. They aren't doing damn thing. No, they ain't doing nothing. Quinion Williams will not help Dallas. It will not help them this year. You think about it, right? This is why I wanted Jalen Phillips or Bradley Chubb, right? Because I wanted a guy that came from Vic Fangio's system that knew the defense. It takes a while. Now, he's a defensive tackle, so it's a little easier of a transition, but it's not going to work out. Not this year. It's not going to help him this year. Ward didn't get traded. Yeah, there's so many bullshit rumors out there. I read one earlier, and I was like, oh, I believed it for a second. It was like Waddle to Seattle or something, or Waddle to Denver. And I was like, I believed it for a second. And I was like, nah, I don't think so. 500, I would go for one more defensive tackle just to help out like Calais Campbell from the Cardinals. Yeah, if you want to get a rotational guy, but I think we're okay defensive tackle. I really do. It's our time, Philly. Welcome to Dingbat Nation, man. Thank you so much. I would trade McKee for anything. I want him on the Eagles for life. I feel like he'll be Foles or more upside. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think it's realistic, though. Will you trade Jordan Davis at 2 firsts for Garrett? No. No, I think you need Jordan Davis. I think you need Jordan Davis. I think you would create another hole. I don't want to create another hole to get a guy, you know. Comrade Coop, thank you for the super chat. Does Sauce Gardner to the Colts scare anyone? No. No, but I understand what the Colts are doing, but it doesn't scare me. Cowboys going after Minka is good. I hope the Cowboys do give them more picks. You stupid idiots. Keep giving up the picks for now. I only can hope they trade for Minka Fitzpatrick. 500, the only move I want to see is center, help, or guard. Plain and simple. Cam, Landon, Lane, depth is always lose them 1 to 3 games back end. I agree. To add depth to the offensive line right now would be great. Bring Chase Brown to join his twin brother. We don't need him. McKee is a great backup, but if the team is desperate and needs a quarterback bad, what would you take for him? I want a first-round pick for him. And I'm going to trade him the all season. I wouldn't trade McKee. I wouldn't trade Tanner McKee right now. Unless a team blew me away with an offer, I'm not trading him. Oh, they had 2 firsts and either Hunt or Smith for Garrett. I would do instant because half that contract is dead money. I tried to get them to add Njoku, LT Wills Jr. and get another Bama guy. Yeah, I agree. So, typical Philly fan talks with a lisp. Do you think that offends me? What a jackass. What a jackass. You must be a Cowboy fan, eating your mayonnaise sandwich, sitting in your little trailer park. Tang, tang, tang. You got your lasso going after your cows. Go make me a hamburger. Go make me cut me some meats. J-Dogs at 500. What was the news on Asante Samuel? I said, so you said something about it. I just didn't read the report. He's cleared to play. He got cleared. He got checked up. He's cleared to play. Handsome Hustler, thank you for the super chat. Would you trade a 3rd-round pick to the Jets for safety Sidney Brown to the Jets for edge Jermaine Johnson? Probably. Well, I love the idea of getting rid of Sidney Brown. Probably not. Not a third, because we already gave up. We already got Jalen. Jalen. Damn, why can't I think of his name? We already got Jalen Phillips. So I think I would probably pass. Thank you for that super chat. 500. We need to focus on offensive line. Period. Oh, I agree. The Packers and Lions are going to be tough, but I wouldn't overlook the Bears either. They never look the Bears have looked good. That's all of a sudden turning into a tough game. Fortunately, it's home. Andrew, thank you for super chat. He goes, I just don't trust Jair. 5'10" gambles for picks. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But, at one point he was a top-notch corner. I'm not saying he is anymore. You know what I mean? What's our biggest need on the roster? Well, assuming that we've taken care of the edge spot, I think depth on the offensive line or a second tight end. Like if we get a blocking tight end, a number 2 tight end that can block, that would be good too. So didn't the Eagles pick back up Mekhi Becton? What do you mean? Didn't the Eagles pick back up? He's with the Chargers now. With Landon banged up, I'd much rather have a backup left guard. The way they can keep Toth at back center and Fred as backup. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. Philly, if we beat the Packers Lions, we would own tiebreaker of 4 playoff teams. If the Eagles beat the Packers and the Lions, it's checkmate. It's checkmate. The Eagles are going to have home field throughout the playoffs. I tell you what, this camera does not like StreamYard at all. I mean, I would look for another offensive lineman. If you can get some depth at offensive line or a blocking tight end, I think that would be good. Brooks, thank you for super chat. Let's get Ertz so he can retire an Eagle. I don't know if that would help. Let me see here. Eagles are breaking. I don't even know who Darnell Wrigley is. Who is it? Swing guard, block 10 would nice get, but how would draft those guys instead? Yeah, that would be a nice get. Handsome Hustler, thank you for super chat. Breaking news: Jets trade both of their 2026 first-round picks to the Eagles for cornerback Tanner McKee and Keely Ringo. Eagles are scheduling the parade. Now, I would make that move. Rocky says, it was reported that Giants GM thought the trade deadline was tomorrow and now scrambling trying to make trades. Are you kidding me? No way. That can't be. Is that true? Dude, you have to fire that guy. How could you not know? Williams is a good trade. Why is it a great trade? Why is it a good trade? Maybe next year it's a good trade. How's it going to help them this year? They're 3-5-1. If I were Becton or Evan O'Neal, the offensive line needs to focus. I wouldn't want Neal. Mark gets so defensive over Dak. It's so effing crazy. It is crazy. Philly, if we beat the Packers and Lions, we would own the tiebreaker. Yeah, and we would be number 1 seed. You want Fitzpatrick? I mean, I wouldn't mind. I think most likely he is. And I think he's done a great job. 500, Williams' best season, he had 12 sacks 2022, then 5.5, 6-1 so far this year. 1 so far this year? Yeah, but the problem is Dallas is 3-5-1. So to me, that Williams pick is, it's worth something next year. Right now, what's it going to do? It ain't going to save their season. Would I take Calvin Ridley for death? No. If we get Mika, who's sitting, Reed or Makuba? Probably Makuba. We already have a safety that can't run or cover. His name is Reed. Why would you give a pick for another safety that can't run or cover anymore? Dolphins are going to end up cutting him. You might be right. And he was traded from the Dolphins to the Steelers back to the Dolphins. I'm surprised BTJ and Jalen Waddle haven't been traded yet. They might be. Cilio saying the Cowboys are a playoff team. Be prepared, Pablo. This is bullshit. He will be talking about this with you tomorrow. He thinks Williams makes them a playoff team. They don't do shit for him. They don't do shit for him this year. Dallas is done. Remember, he said that the Washington was going to beat the Eagles and win the division. Last year, he said the Eagles would only win 5 games, something like that. Due to the fact I have the guy that reported that blocked on Twitter, I guess that the Giants GM thing is fake. That would be hilarious, though. Would you have traded 2 firsts for Sauls? He would have cooked. I think the Panthers should have done it, him and JC. No, I would not have. And the reason I would not have is because the Eagles have 2 guys that they have to pay a lot of money. They are going to have to pay Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. You can't afford Sauce Gardner as well. And I think that was fake. Let me try to catch up to this. Heather, what's going on? What's up, Philly 500? Kevin has hair. Lincoln, Nebraska. We got off early. Figured we'd hang out with you. Thanks for coming online to do this. That's what's up. Thank you, Heather Jones. Appreciate it. Glad you and Kevin are here. Thank you so much. Celia makes reverse predictions of the future. Whatever he says, opposite happens. I know. He's like George Costanza of picks. I've told Sills to call in segment show for 500 versus homeless debate. So that'd be interesting. He loves the Cowboys. Let me ask you. I haven't listened to him yet today because it's the trade deadline, but is he saying that Dak Prescott wasn't his fault yesterday, or is he ripped Dak for the shitty performance yesterday? He says, when you put back-to-back things together, it's a trend. Well, guess what? Dak Prescott stinking is now a trend. So if we beat the Lions, yes, Christopher, yes. Salt's going to be getting cooked, yes. Need a break for negative. Big. Well, here, look, I don't know. Cowboys aren't a playoff team. They're not going to be a playoff team. They're not going to beat Kansas City. They're not going to beat Detroit. They're not going to beat Philly. Who else do they have to play? They're done. Hey, Philly 500, why don't you cover our team? Hates the Eagles. I don't know. Can't reach it around. Is that what I said yesterday? So one of the Cowgirls' first rounders they got for Micah is now lost for so tackle. No, they traded their picks, which are higher picks. They didn't even trade the Packers' picks. They traded their own picks, which are going to be higher. Heather Jones, welcome to Dingbat Nation. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Philly, the Cowboys are so dumb trading 2026 first round. Very dumb. Very dumb. So y'all ain't sweeping Dallas. I'm not worried about Dallas, believe me. Dallas stinks. I don't know if Bill should get a wide receiver. That's true. Oh, Mark, no. I'm going to tell you right now what's going to happen. Mark is going to be miserable and act upset. Then he's going to start getting happy. Then he's going to start getting excited about Williams. Then he's going to start blowing people up about how they're coming back and you got to watch out. And here comes Dallas. And then they're going to crash and burn. And we're going to laugh. We're going to laugh at it. You know? We're going to laugh. They traded, which is even worse. The 2027 draft is supposed to be one of the deepest drafts that we've seen. And they traded a first. They stink. You think Dallas is going to get better next year? They're done. Their quarterback's old. They ain't got much time left. It's over for them. 500. Imagine if the Cowboys come out of the bye week and lose to the Raiders. No, they'll beat the Raiders, and then everybody will start glazing them again. Rumor is Deebo Samuel to the Bills. Yeah, that would be good for them. Yeah, I tend to think so too, but you never know. It's funny, Philly, because the Eagles make a move and it's shitty in Sill's eyes. The Cowboys make a move and Sill says it's a great move. Sill's always moving the goalpost when it comes. Oh yeah. Imagine if if Jalen Hurts had 0 points scored in the first half versus the Cardinals and then only scored 10 total points. Do you not think he would be getting ripped? Why is Dak not getting ripped? Mark posted a video. He's so happy. I know he is. They're so stupid. Here's the Cowboys' mindset. Let me tell you the Cowboy fans' mindset. The Cowboy fans they really think this. They think that everybody who plays Dallas, it's their Super Bowl. They think Dallas is like the gold standard still. They are living 30 years in the past. Nobody looks at Dallas like the gold standard. We look at them like the Cleveland Browns. That's what they don't get. Who trades and does all this trading when you have to pay a high price at the deadline? Who does it when you're a 3-win team? You do it in the off season. You get Quinyon Williams cheaper in the off season than you do at the trade deadline. No. It was reported by Schefter and all those guys. It's Dallas's own pick. What trades are happening so far? Just got here. Cowboys trade for Quinyon Williams with 3 wins. Sauce Gardner went to the Colts. And then there's been some small trades. It's hilarious to me, dude. 3-win team making trades. Cowboys fans are doing. Here we go again. Now they have the best defensive tackle room in the line. I know it's ridiculous, dude. No, I think that was a mistake. Ian Rapport's clarification: the Jets are to get the higher of the 2 ones, Dallas or Green Bay in 27. Well, you know who that's going to be, right? The higher pick is going to be the Cowboys. The Packers are going to be good for the next few years, not Dallas. I got my facts straight. All jokes aside, but ever since you came on, we've had 1 trade, and we haven't traded yet, so you're good luck or bad luck. How am I bad luck? What the frig are you talking about? Seahawks ain't no threat. I don't worry. I'm not sweating them. Yeah, they said Mozzie was part of the trade. Yeah, I would agree with you. They're what, 2.5-point underdogs? I think that's the Eagles' money line. Great news: Raiders trade edge Max Crosby to the Bears for 2 second-round picks, 26. Is that true? I doubt that's true. If I were the boys now saying Williams better than Carter, what the feds wrong with your guy? I don't know. He's going about how much better Dallas has gotten in the moves to make them a playoff team. They've got 3 wins. 3 wins. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy talk, man. Did he not watch this blazing offense by the Cowboys? If Quinyon Williams is not going to solve their secondary problems, okay? Well, Sills is he's just backing himself into a corner. Jerry said, Philly is great luck. I've been watching your live streams, seeing every single Eagles game last year, haven't missed one. And look what we accomplished since then. Super Bowl chance, and we going back. I know. Since I came on YouTube, we've won 2 Super Bowls, been to 3. Nobody can ever call me bad luck. No one want to look bad, like not talking to Howie. I mean, I think Howie has done what he had to do. I mean, I'm sorry. I like what we've done. I'm totally good with what we've done. If we do nothing else, it's great. It's fine. I'm fine with it. So the media sports writer must really hate Hurts because their top 4 MVP candidates are almost identical stats, and he's not in the top 10. I know. It's so true. How about a safety from the Jets? Who's the safety from the Jets? No. Now, a single thing Dallas did today will help them with saying not this year, next. You're probably right. It's not going to help them this year. I won't say Williams isn't a good player next year, but it's what you put around them. What are they going to do? They're now giving up later picks in 2027, 2026. You know, you're going to have to pay Pickens. Dallas, I think, just set themselves up for checkmate. They're done. The Dak Prescott era is now pretty much done. Father David Super Chat. Williams or Pickens, how will the Cowgirls pay them? Well, Williams is set for another couple years. Yeah, he got $25 million cap hit. Did Williams help the Jets when Dallas smoked them 3 weeks ago? No, he did not. Minka or Ward, I overjoyed. I'd be happy with a blocking tight end or a backup offensive lineman. To me, Howie Roseman did what he had to do. He went out and he got a pass rusher. Now, when the Eagles play Green Bay, what? You're gonna have 3 new pass rushers potentially. Smith is back, Brandon Graham is back, and Jalen Phillips is back. All of a sudden, your defensive line is not looking that bad. Yeah, Jerry Jones set team back 5 years. I agree. I mean, Williams is a good player. He is. But he's not coming in and helping Dallas make a playoff run. That's ridiculous. Bring Slay back home. He can play zone. Well, I think that's what they think with Jair Alexander. How about 7th for Dak? Do you get a backup ring with us? Right? Howie does a press conference at 4:10 to recap the trades. I guarantee reporters ask him about the rumors this year about AJ being. Yeah, he won't answer it, though. He won't answer it. Until Jerry Jones perishes and Dak is gone, Dallas will never win the bowl. I agree. Williams to Dallas. Have the Lions, Packers next 2 games. This isn't over 500. I don't understand. Oh, God, you Cowboy fans are insane. You guys just never learn. Yeah, I don't know if that's true. I haven't seen anything on that. When I see something on that, I'll believe it. There's so much bull crap going on right now. Okay, there's so much bull crap. I don't believe most of the things I'm reading in here. You know? Yeah, I think a tight end, like another blocking tight end would be great for us right now. Like if we could get a backup tight end that could be a number 2 that can block, I would be all for that. The Bears are interested in Jermaine Johnson, Brees Hall because they can get it done. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. So let them talk to help them sleep at night, right? I just don't think Calc is enough at this point. We probably need not keep it guard. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I agree. Did we make any trades besides Phillips? No. Not today. What if we are done with trades? If we are done with trades, I'm very happy with where we're at. I feel like we addressed the main things that we had to address. And I feel like anything at this point is gravy on top. That's how I feel. I bet the Dallas game was like 1 in the afternoon. They may have won that game, but primetime choker choke. I mean, the reason why Dallas lost that game yesterday wasn't just their defense. It was their offense. Can't wait till you go on your yeah, it's going to be fun. But you know what I'm walking into now, right? I'm walking into willful ignorance on the game and the team. And now I deal with Quinyon Williams. It's a great move, and the Dallas Cowboys are back, and here we go. You're 3-5-1. Yeah, I think we're good. Somebody go watch Georgia. Safety is top item. I agree. No, he didn't get traded. Yeah, he's saying they're making the playoffs. I'll take that bet. I will take that. I will make a bet with him tomorrow. I will make a bet with him tomorrow. What bet should I offer Cilio tomorrow on a show? What bet should we bet? Like what should we do? It can't be like money or something. It has to be something to do on his channel. I need a bet to offer tomorrow because I'm willing to bet he don't believe it. Crosby was not traded there. An article an hour ago, no name site saying it happened. Reputable site saying 20 minutes ago the Steams are still trying to trade for him. Y'all just suckers. Look, I will say this. If Crosby or Garrett are going to go, it's probably going to be 5 minutes before the deadline when a team say, F it, let's do it. Shave his eyebrows. See, I think money wouldn't be fun because money between two people is not going to be fun for everybody else. How about shave his head? Philly, what percentage do you give the Eagles trade back Ertz? 2%. I'm here. Where did I hear Ertz might go? Damn it. What team was it? I did hear Ertz to another team, but I can't remember which team it was. Who was it? There's rumors that Ertz is going to get traded, but not to the Eagles. Stop blocking people and unblock people for more. I don't block anybody. What are you talking about? But I got to make a bet that Cilio has to rep Philly merch in the background, the streams, where Miami, Tampa Bay gears. Interesting. Wear a Hurts jersey for a month. Hair versus hair bet could be. Head shave could be one. I would do that. He hasn't praised Hurts for a whole year. Yeah, I need to think about a bet because I don't believe he believes that Dallas making the playoffs at all. They got their ass kicked by the Cardinals. You think one guy is going to change the whole thing? Forget about it. Was it the Packers? It might have been the Packers. Yeah, it was somebody like that. He's about to break some on ESPN. Is that true? Let me go. I got NFL Network on. Philly blockbuster coming. Would that not be crazy? I mean, I don't know what kind of blockbuster. The only blockbuster I think the Eagles could make would be like Myles Garrett. That would be the only thing. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, it's not bad, bet. I think he got traded already. Deadline's at 4. In a little bit here, I'm gonna bring on Leo. Let me see. Oh, he does. He's already gonna be doing that. I need to think of something then. He sang the song before. Now I want to put him in a corner. If Dallas would have made this move while possessing Parsons, then we would all take notice. Yeah, if Dallas was 6-2 and had Parsons and they made that trade, I would be going, Dallas gonna be tough, man. Dallas is now a tough team. We gotta watch. It's gonna be a tough game. But the way that they did it, nah. Actually, there's some bound NFL per Sports Center ESPN. I got it on. I got Sports Center. It's commercial. Make the bet, Mark unblock everyone channel, and Mark stop blocking. I've done that. You know, I am the Moses of YouTube. I freed everybody off Mark's YouTube channel once already. He had to unblock a few years ago. He had to unblock everybody. And then you know what happened? They blocked twice as much. I have a bet now. You did a few years with Mark made you a shirt. What if you make him a shirt that says Dallas has won 20 years? 30 years, right? I'm going to think on it tonight. Dallas fans actually believe that one defensive tackle fixed that awful defense. I don't see Garrett coming to Philly. I mean, I would love it. It would be like it would be unbelievable. It would be the blockbuster of all blockbusters. But I don't see it happening. The only way that would happen, well, I do believe this. I do believe the Eagles reached out to the Browns. I do believe they probably made an offer. I believe the Browns rejected it, and then the Eagles went and traded for Jalen Phillips. That's what I think happened. Brooke Davis, Super Chat, how he's working the burner phones when trading. Maybe. At this point, Dallas should trade everybody away, get as much picks as they get. That's what I would be doing if I was them. Dallas fans really out there saying they're going to championship game. My God. They're 3-5-1. They're so stupid. Bland got cooked last night. No, you can't help that secondary. Minka is my choice. Williams is a good player. Good player. He'll be more impactful next year. But this year, Dallas is done. They're not even making the playoffs. Yeah, I thought that was something too, Paul, and then I found out that was his college. I was like, damn, I thought we had something. It would be like, yeah, I don't like that. It's sad that Garrett has wasted his career away in Cleveland. Yeah, it really is. There is. The Cleveland Browns are too stupid. They're too stupid to make a move like that. The Jets are smart. The Jets at least are being smart. The Browns are stupid. Is Myles Garrett's fault wasting his own talent? Now, did you hear the reports that they lied to him? They told him they were trading for Dak Prescott, and then he signed? That's kind of crazy if that's true. You know, Dallas makes 0 sense in losing record, but does nothing with winning records. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, he did. He signed that contract. Dallas better be careful. They already not going to playoffs. They keep trading picks. They aren't going to have draft either. I agree. Stupid. Browns tried to get Garrett Wilson. I believe it. Jets have 3 first-round picks, and I think it's 2027, which is supposed to be a deep draft. Going to the Bears or Tampa? Yeah. 30 minutes left. That's it. 30 minutes left. They're talking about the Cowboys. It makes a Micah trade even worse. You trade him for Clark, and then you go and trade for Williams because Clark has been bad. Love Jerry Jones. No, it's so stupid. If they would have had Williams and Parsons, that would have been scary. I don't doubt anything the Browns do. Loser organization. Agreed. Debo's on the move. Not surprising. Howie doesn't need to make, no, Howie doesn't need to do shit. Howie's made his moves. Anything that Howie does now is just it's just icing on the cake. They've done everything they needed to do. All right, cool. I'm gonna send it to you in about 10 minutes. I don't think another move. I don't think another move, but you know, you never know. So yeah, and the Jets may not want to trade Garrett Wilson to them. You have to be the dumbest team if you would give up a first-round pick for Trey Hendrickson. I would never give a first-round pick for Trey. I wouldn't give a third-round pick for Trey Hendrickson. Maybe a conditional 4th or 5th. Yeah, he's a rental. How did the Browns not take the off from Howie? They're stupid, man. I mean, that's why they lose, dude. That's why they lose. Bill should have gotten Shaheed, but he's in Seattle. It was a sneaky good pickup. I thought that they should have gone after DK Metcalf. Yes, they do. See, the 2027 first form, I was reading the other day that's going to be a really deep draft. The Jets got 3 first-round picks in that. You don't want to trade Jalix? Would you trade Nolan Smith over Jalix? Let me get the invite here. Hold on. Seahawks scoop Shaheed. Yeah, I think they got Shaheed, right? You always got to wait about 20 minutes after the deadline. Twice we've seen the Eagles trades come in 20 minutes later after the deadline passed. Remember Golden Tate? Everybody thought we didn't do anything. Jaylis could cover. That's true. Ben Derby subs to your followers. While Cowgirls screwed themselves for 2, they did. Jalen Phillips, the return of Nolan, and BG should be thanked by the corner opposite Mitchell for making them look good. I agree. I mean, that's a quite a dramatic upgrade at your edge, right? You're getting 3 guys coming in. I think that's pretty good. Now, obviously, if the Browns called me right now and said, listen, we've been thinking about your trade. Does it still stand? I would do it. I would do it. You always got to wait about 15 minutes. I think the Jets are the biggest winners today. Yeah. I like what the Jets did. Like, by the time you rebuild your team, Williams is in his 30s. Sauce Gardner's got many years on. You need to rebuild, and they're doing the right thing. He might be. He might be. Shefty's on the phone. Yeah. I don't think the Eagles would do anything. I don't think they need to do anything. Oh, now they're going to talk about the Eagles. Look at how much these players are costing. 3rd-round pick for Phillips is looking more and more like a steal. Yeah, well, you always overpay at the deadline. I felt like Howie makes a trade if the player's going out. That being said, we had trade picks because we wouldn't want to be able to draft that many players. Agreed. Talk about the Michael Carter trade. Now they're talking about Jair Alexander. That to me, this is this could be the sleeper one. If somehow he has anything left, everything changes. Everything changes. Talk about the Jalen Phillips move. I love the Phillips move. I'm hoping Jair does. All right, I see my boys in chat. All right, so I'm going to bring on my man Leo from the bird section. We're going to talk a little Eagles. I want to get his opinion on what's going on. I'm going to laugh at Mark Holmes a little bit. So without further ado, let me bring him in. What is going on, my man? Are you having a good day or having a good day?
Me and you are going, according to Mark Holmes, we're going to hell with gasoline draws on.
Is that where we're going?
Yeah. Oh, we've been terrible, Philly. We've been terrible. You got to admit. His entire year is going to come down to wishing something bad happens. Like they need us to lose. That's how bad the state of the union is within the Dallas fan base. So, and we're not. And I'll be honest with you, I think I didn't realize it, but more and more, as more and more time goes by, the fact that I called the Cowboys a tune-up game,
yeah,
that hurt deep. That hurt deeper than they let on.
That's because they're still living in the 1990s. They think they're the gold standard of football.
Okay, so no, you don't say the 1990s. You have to say the late 1900s.
Oh, the late 1900s. Yeah.
They don't like that either. Older. Yeah, they don't like that either. They don't like it when, like Philly, you and I, we are modern era winners. And in the modern era, you can do things like literally plant yourself in the middle of Cowboy fan base and talk your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because because they wouldn't know that there was no such thing as YouTube the last time they won the Super Bowl. I was in college. We was in college.
What do you think it is? What do you think it is? Goat Stature says Cilio did a video saying the Cowboys are still in the race. He said they're going to make the playoffs.
And herein lies, and then you wonder why we look at you like you crazy.
Right. Right. I don't believe he believes it. I'm gonna call him out tomorrow. I'm gonna propose some sort of bet, and we're gonna find out if he really believes it or not, because I don't think he does.
Well,
and Mark and him just to get a hotel room, dude. Stop all the kissing and go get a hotel room.
I'm not gonna lie, Philly. If I were you at this point, I would kind of be looking at him strange too. Like, look, all jokes aside, I just got to know for my own sanity. Are y'all for real? Like, do you really believe this, or are you just saying it because
I'm gonna get Mark on? I'm gonna throw Mark. Apparently, Mark is streaming me and you right now, so I'm gonna throw him. Him,
and he's not gonna show up here. He's not that brave. Look, man, we beat him up. We are the authors of one of the darkest days of Cowboys fandom for him. Do you realize that? And the worst part about it, Philly, because he did the same thing to you that he did to me. It's half of it. Actually, majority of it is self-inflicted. He talked so much shit. The people on his stream, in his stream, they talk so much shit, and we have to deal with that. Mark ain't coming on here.
I'm just gonna send it to him. We'll see.
Oh, if he comes. What
do you think about the trade they made today? The Quinyon Williams.
Quinnen Williams.
Yeah.
It happened like not even an hour after I texted you.
Yeah.
And I said, I said, the more and more I think about it, the more and more I do want them to make a trade or do something stupid right now. And sure enough, an hour later, and that was just me repeating what you said to me.
Yeah.
You called it.
Yeah. I mean, just like I said, it's just like, to me, this is chess. They just put themselves in check. They're pretty much in checkmate. They're giving away picks for the future, and they're basically relying on this year and next year for Dak. That's it. Well, it's over after that.
And mind you, you're unnecessarily spending money.
Money.
The thing is, you hear them say, I'll hear Cowboys fans say things like, "Oh, I wouldn't have spent $47 million for Micah." Okay, well,
right.
See, you wouldn't have had to have spent $47 million.
Right.
Actually, y'all could have got him for like the mid to late 30s, like when he first came to y'all. But see, Jerry wanted to kick that can down the road, and then he found out that yesterday's price ain't today's price. And then he started talking all that shit. So it's your fault that it got to 47. And the problem is that the other part is that you didn't believe somebody would pay that much for him. Well, damn it.
Yeah.
Look what happened.
Exactly.
So this is all look, we're paying for letting Isaiah Rodgers walk out the building.
Yeah.
We're paying for that. Now, I like what he's doing. I like what I like how our GM is trying to make amends for it. But at the end of the day, all of Howie's moves haven't been the best of moves, but
not this whole season.
No. But what we do get is what I call activity, good activity.
Right. He tries to fix it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If you fuck up, you easily fix it.
Yeah. Matthew Bixler, David Super J goes, do you think we make one more trade? I'm leaning towards no. I feel like we've done what we needed to do, but if they do, I mean, it's gravy on top.
Well,
JD, go ahead.
It's 3:44 Eastern Standard Time, so we're about 16 minutes away from.
To me, I'll be honest. Like, I know if you're going to do a crazy trade, it's going to be the next 15 minutes. That's when teams finally make that decision. Like, all right, let's do it. So
but I know the Commanders. Real quick, the Commanders signed Traylon Burks to their 53-man roster. That was the guy that was supposed to be replacing AJ in Tennessee. Yeah, and he couldn't get it together. And then Sauce Gardner went to the Colts.
JD Sports Talk. David Super J goes, dude, they traded Parsons and picks for 2-run defensive tackles. And not only that, I think that they traded for Williams because Clark has not been as good as they hoped he would be, to be quite honest with you. And Greg Rodriguez, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, send Mark the link, you cowards. It's done. It's been sent.
He's not getting on here. Mark ain't that brave. I
sent it 5 minutes ago.
Listen, and here's what I'm not going to do, because did you hear how Mark was talking when we traded for Jair Alexander? What was the first thing Mark did? He went, pulled up the numbers. He's not, but this is how warped their way of thinking is. All he heard, what Mark didn't like was he didn't like that when the news dropped, they said former Pro Bowler.
Oh yeah, that's what he got mad at me because I put Eagles the same thing. Pro Bowl. It's like a fighter, right? If you win a heavyweight championship of the world and you lose it, people always call you champ. You're a former champ. If you're a Pro Bowler, you were a Pro Bowler. It's the same thing.
But Mark didn't like the way it sounded. That was now. But ask him, for a 6th round pick, and the Dolphins are paying half his salary.
Yeah.
What do we trade him for? What, a 3rd rounder? And if he walks, we could potentially get a compensatory pick of a 3rd rounder.
Right.
So this might have cost us just like a little bit of money at the end of the day. And we might get a Super Bowl out of this cat, because you're going to put Jalen Phillips on the same line with Nolan Smith, who's just coming back. And then you got Jalen Hunt, Jordan Davis, and Jalen Carter. And then you got
Graham.
Yeah, you got Brandon Graham. And then you got Jahad Campbell, Zach Bond, and Nakobe Dean. Do you not realize that what you got, that front 7 on the defense and everything like that, that's what you call a textbook goon squad. You got goons on that team now. That's what we've been saying we wanted. That's what I've been saying. We got goons now. So, oh yeah, wait a minute, real quick, Philly, let me do this. Hey y'all, sorry, please come see me at the bird section. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I didn't
drop the link in the description.
Yeah,
Mark,
sure.
I texted him the link. I texted it to him.
He's not coming, Philly. I don't believe him.
He's got us all. I can guarantee you, Mark. And I don't know this for sure, but I guarantee you, Mark is got us up right now.
It'd be too embarrassing.
He told you the black version of Philly 500. That's awesome. Seems like the Cowboys are trying to mimic the Eagles' D-line with these trades. Carter Davis, William Clark. They're desperate.
Yeah.
Howie speaking at 4 p.m. on YouTube means that teams are scrambling last minute. Well, Howie, let's see if he comes on a little late. Look, there's been a couple trades I've done where they don't announce the trade till like 4:15, 4:20. So you never know. I don't expect the Eagles to do anything, I think they did everything they had to do. I'm completely happy with where we're at. You think about that Packers game, you're going to go in there with 3 new defensive linemen. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, but see, mind you, this was a team that was deemed to be a potential Super Bowl contender. They were the winners of the offseason with the acquisition of Micah Parsons.
Mark is here.
No way.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Let's bring him on. Mr. Mark. Oh, it says device not connected now.
No.
It says your device is not connected, Mark.
Mark's not coming here. I don't believe it.
It says they will need to connect. Hulk, Mercenary, member for 54 months. Thank you so much. He goes, Ojomo has better than Williams this year. Oh, yeah. Let's get on this crate. He keeps saying device not connected. Mark, it says device not connected. Now he left.
Yeah,
He's scared.
Yeah, he's going to use that. I wasn't at the red brick house, and the connection is faster there because we got this new fiber optic, and we pay extra money. It'll be something like he ain't coming on here. You know, he just wanted to show he showed effort.
Yeah, that's what it is. Just like his quarterback last night. No, he is definitely worth a 3rd-round pick for sure. So would you take Jalen over Henderson?
No. Yes. Jalen's
Here's my
harder, right?
problem with Hendrickson.
Oh.
Okay. I think Hendrickson, if you get him for like a 5th-round pick, okay. But he's coming to a system where he doesn't know, he doesn't play.
Mm-hmm.
And he's only there for 1 year and he's gone. And he's in his 30s. Jalen Phillips is 26 years old, played under Vic Fangio, knows the system, way easier transition. So for that reason, I would say, yeah.
Can you hear me?
I hear you, but we can't see you.
No, you know what? I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
Yeah, you're scared.
I know. Leo, he ain't coming on. He ain't
are.
coming on.
Where's your face?
Wait a minute. Listen.
Where's your face?
It won't. I don't know why it's not reading my camera.
Yeah, I bet it's not.
Maybe because I'm on my stream. I think it's because that was already there that it's not.
And then he disconnected.
He jumps
He
off.
left.
Yeah.
Mark.
What did I tell you, Philly? I said he was going to make up something. It was going to sound good. You know, I just. All right. You know what? I apologize.
Mark, did you say you get disconnected?
Yeah, I apologize, Mark. You brave. Okay.
There you go. I got to see the face.
On the Dan Salio show after he said, "Who the hell is Mark Holmes?" I've never heard of him, so don't act like I'm a punk ass bitch. Okay?
You a punk ass bitch.
I got one thing to say.
Come on, we're busting your balls, Mark. We want to see your face. Hey, Mark, remember that time? Remember that time when you said Max Crosby was in the airport?
Oh, wait. I didn't hear that.
Now security, and it turned out to be what, Logan Wilson?
A 6'5", blonde hair, white guy with tattoos.
Oh, that boy's always look alike.
Oh, damn. So you didn't hear that then?
What? I hear what?
Oh, the Leo clip. For those out there, Leo likes to eat some ass.
No, we were too busy laughing.
Nah, man, that's not even going to work, dog.
All right, listen.
That's
I know. Hold it. Just shut the fuck up for a second
Mark.
here. Okay.
They both have tattoos.
All right.
I love it.
What I love is, Leo, you sent me a clip about the trade we just made. Did you or did you not?
I did, yep.
And you said, "Oh shit."
Oh yeah. Oh shit from your thing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think y'all a little worried about that.
Boy, we ain't worried about that.
Y'all ain't worried at all. You're not worried about anything. Okay.
No.
Why would you worry? Mark,
What?
At this point,
why would you trade for him?
why not?
You got 3 wins.
Oh.
I mean, he'll help you
It's
next
not,
year.
bro.
It's not gonna help
just about
this-
bro.
Idiots. This is pathetic.
Bro, it's not just about this year. At least as opposed to if we ended up getting, say, Trey Henderson, which would be a rental.
Well, but what's
He's
the
on a
We
contract.
shouldn't be getting nobody at this point.
why are you even buying? You're the only 3-win team in the National Football League buying.
Like this.
Listen, it's team building for next year. That's all I can say. And at least hopefully get somebody in place now. He's
Wait,
definitely
you
the
trust
best
this
defensive
regime?
tackle we've had since at least Jay Ratcliffe, but I'll actually go back to Leon Lett. We got holes all over the place. Let's be clear here. And the team building's got to start at some point. And the way we've been drafting later, at least I know we got a known commodity. And that's a real step right there.
So you're
Logan,
what you're saying is that Dallas, you're rebuilding for next year.
that's the way I look at it. That's the only way you can look at it because
Yeah,
at
because it's
this
not going to
point-
help you this year.
Well, here's the thing. We ended up sending a first, a second, and Mozzie.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Our second round pick.
Wow.
It's a lot. Yes and no. Now, I don't know if it's the Green Bay pick.
No, it is. No, it's the one from Green
They
Bay.
said the
Okay.
higher first.
Okay, so it's the Green Bay pick,
From
which is
Clay.
almost a second round
No.
pick.
No,
Can we agree
no,
on
it's
that?
the higher
No,
first.
2027.
Huh?
2027
For which one?
for the number one pick.
Oh, okay.
we still got
okay.
number twos. For
So we
next
still
year.
got two number
Which
twos
is
for
supposed
this
to be
year.
the
No,
deepest
two
draft
ones.
in
We
years.
got two number
Okay.
ones.
All right. We still have two.
Number
This year's
ones.
two number ones.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
the year after.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you look at that and say he should be able to play real good. Now I know you were joking around and saying, or laughing and saying, well, Dak, he's got 2 years. Yeah, that may be true. He may only have like 2 or 3 years.
He
And
does.
That's why you actually make this kind of a move to say, let's see if we can get a defensive line. Now for the Cowboys, I was actually surprised that we actually, as bad as that game was, we actually got to the quarterback with our edge rushers. Okay, the problem is I don't know how it is on 3rd and 12 and 3rd and 15. We literally can't fucking cover anybody.
But
But our
Mark,
edge rushers actually didn't do that bad.
if you're really trying to win, why did you trade Micah Parsons? You would have had Williams.
All right, okay,
and
hold on.
that
Listen
would
to
have
me.
been something.
Okay, hold on for a second, though. The strength in numbers. Think about this for a second. You got Kenny Clark. You got Quentin Williams, right?
Come on, Ted Clark's a disappointment.
Hold on. Wait. But what did he do last week?
Stunk.
Okay, you guys have gone through and said you're not winning anything with Micah Parsons. We had him for 4 years. What did we win?
Yeah, but you added Williams.
But
right?
hold on.
So,
but that's a whole lot cheaper than having Micah. So you added Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark, and you still have a 1st-round pick, as opposed to just having Micah.
it sounds like you're playing musical chairs with
I'm
players.
not playing musical chairs.
You're not building a team. You're playing musical chairs.
That's what it feels. It feels like that to me too.
No.
First of all, wait a minute.
You have two.
You really do. Are you telling me that you have confidence in this regime as it stands?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. No,
I trust them with the way these moves are being made.
That's a different ball of wax there. Okay, whether or not the Cowboys.
But I need you to understand what's important is that what you need to understand is that's what me and Philly are looking at. We're looking at it in its totality, and this shit is funny.
No,
you didn't just screw up this year.
The problem with this team. Hold on, man. See, you won't even give me a second to even respond.
I want to see his face angry right now. I can't see it.
No, listen to me. The problem with this team is they've always been top heavy with talent, but the mid range and the lower range, the cupboard is empty. We've always been relying on 6 or 7 guys. So the idea is if we can, and we'll see if it works or not. The idea is if I can get a Kenny Clark and if I can go ahead and get a Quentin Williams and I got a 1st-round pick, actually 2, and I can go out there and let's say we get a guy who's maybe not as good as Micah Parsons, but is really good and get myself a really good cornerback. Then the defense next year is a lot better than where it is now because we're devoid of talent. Mm-hmm. And so the question is how do you go about trying to fix that problem and get more talent? That's what they're trying to do. If you signed Micah Parsons and you had to pay him 45, 47 because you waited, you don't have the 1st-round pick. You don't have Kenny Clark. You don't have Quentin Williams. And you've spent more capital if you don't have cash. So, you can laugh and say, oh, this is stupid and all that. But in some regards, it's an effort to try and get better. The Cowboys typically would always sign a Micah Parsons, and we end up being top heavy. They get hurt, and we choke in the playoffs. At least,
now they're the greatest thing ever.
As you say, Leo, you like activity. Well, the Cowboys, they have activity. Now, if you want to say that the people that are making the choices are idiots, I can go there with you. But I can say from the standpoint of where I was yesterday, that the 2 moves that they made today make that defense better than it was.
How much better do you think they're going to be?
At this point, the season is lost. We are.
Okay. So
we're 3. Listen, we're 3-5-1, and we've got pretty much everybody from the AFC West is ahead of us. Everybody from the NFC North is ahead of us. At least we got the Giants and the Commanders. You're going to need Carolina or Chicago and another team to literally implode. I'm being realistic here. It's too late for these moves for this year. But you got to look at it from the standpoint of maybe we try and do something for next year. If we still have 2 number 1s next year, and we only lost the 2nd round that we're always ass, I actually feel better about that. 2 number 1s, and now I got an outstanding defensive tackle, right? If I can sign George Pickens and bring him back and find myself a couple offensive tackles, this team can be better.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, you love it. I'm sure you do.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Again, but I don't look at this and say, I think we're going to Super Bowl. I'm not. No, that's not even realistic.
Just so everyone's aware,
Now you're going to
it is
4 o'clock. And that's it.
4 o'clock. So yeah, next 15 minutes, anything out there is going to roll in. Jay Davis super chat. He goes, have never seen a supposed diehard fan of a team that's 3-5-1 so concerned with the Eagles. Dak.
Oh my God, are you serious?
By the way, just saw.
Are you serious?
What?
Bro, the only reason why I'm on here now was because of Philly 500's title that said Cowboys trade stupid or whatever it is.
Oh, dumb.
It was
and it
dumb.
is
And I
dumb.
was like, damn. And I come in here and Leo's in here talking literally about me and Mark Holmes. Okay. All right. I was like, wait a minute. Y'all done made all these trades and everything. Y'all are over there talking about me. So if you're going to talk about me, I'm going to come in there and join the conversation. And
I'm glad you're here. We love it.
I
So we
didn't
can
think you were going to do it.
you in your face.
Bro.
Lyndon John, your favorite super chat.
Leo.
Get
How
your
long have you known
popcorn
me, bro?
ready.
How long have you known me?
Yeah, but Mark. Listen, Mark. You got to remember, after yesterday, and the way you were melting down, the way you were crashing.
That doesn't mean I'm a punk ass bitch.
Yeah, I didn't think I didn't think you.
You know what?
I didn't think you were not going to come in here because you were a punk. I thought you were not.
As many times as I've walked the shame on the Dan Saleo show.
My thought process. I didn't think that you weren't going to come in here because of shame. That's not what I was thinking. I was thinking you weren't going to come in here because you ain't feel like fighting. Like you was going, you knew you was going here.
Mark, you don't know me as well as I thought you did.
Well, after last night,
that was last night, man.
Mark had one.
I got knocked down, but I get the fuck back up.
And then he got news of a trade, and then he backed off.
Yeah.
Now
That's the part that's crazy
ever.
to me.
Nick, they were super chat. Straight the numbers. You can only have 11 on the field and a 53-man roster. Dallas Public Education.
So wait a minute. So answer me this, Mark.
What's that?
How much money y'all got now?
That it hasn't been updated yet.
Okay,
but
because
we're going to save some with the Mozzie, and then of course we're going to have to take on those two. So that hasn't been updated yet.
So
because you don't have the details this quick on a trade being traded. I mean, happening. Usually the team is going to have to eat up some of that contract for the player and so on when you trade. So it's going to be a negotiation between them, and you're not going to have those details probably for a day or two.
Now, if Dallas would have had Parsons and then made this trade, I'd have been I would.
But hold on though, bro. You really wouldn't have been able to make this trade.
Well, if you would have signed that Parsons 2 years ago, you would have.
Yes.
But here's the thing, though. Unfortunately, there was the Cowboys for about 2 years. They had questions on whether or not they really wanted to sign him. That was their thing. You know, they looked at it from whether you agree with it or not. Talent doesn't necessarily mean that they're a great teammate. And that's where they looked at it from the standpoint of he kind of rubbed people the wrong way in the locker room. And I get it. You find a way to get talent. I mean, you could look at it and say it may end up being like San Francisco trading Charles Haley to the Cowboys. That, you know, you looked at that and say it was stupid. But for the 49ers, he's a cancer in the locker room. He's literally pulling his dick out, you know, and slapping people upside the head with it. Okay? We can't have that. Okay? So it might end up being that Micah Parsons and the rest of the team didn't vibe, and they realized we can't go ahead and get this guy $47 million and think we can do it. Only time will tell if it's going to work.
I can read the future pretty well.
We'll see. We got 2 players. We'll see. But I thank you guys for your time.
You're welcome.
And I figured I would come in and give you guys something to laugh about.
Mark,
go I think you should celebrate your big win. This is Super Bowl day for you because the rest of the season.
That's when we play you guys. That's when we play you guys.
It's done. Your season's over. I mean, you got to start.
No. When we play you guys, that's our season right there.
You should get started on your mock drafts, Mark. Now that you're trading,
I'm already looking at the places today for the draft, bro.
I know that was a great.
That was a great
performance by the way.
How about the Jets? Hold it. How about the Jets having 5 first-round picks?
Smart. Smart.
Yeah. I was gonna say. And did you see how much money it saved them?
Yeah.
Only
That
20
2027 draft supposed to be
But-
really.
But the Jets seem to keep fucking this stuff up. I mean, remember they got
Well,
two
that's
number
because they don't
they
draft
got
right.
two number ones for Jamal Adams, and what did they do with it?
Well, yeah, you got to pick the right picks, but the strategy so far is right. I mean, they're not going to be good anytime soon.
Yeah,
Right.
Might as well get
they
load
got
up.
2 number ones this year, 2 twos, and
Mhm.
then next year they have 3 number ones.
2027 draft supposed to be deep, and they got 3 picks, 3
Yep.
first.
Yeah.
All right. Have fun,
All right.
you guys, with your circle jerk.
Yeah,
Why
go ahead.
be like that, Mark?
Go ahead.
Why gotta be like
Hey,
that?
hey, Philly 500. Philly.
tonight.
Hey, Philly.
What?
Be careful, man.
Who's
Leo's
what?
an ass eater.
Okay.
Shake your head, Leo.
You see where he's at? See what I mean, Philly? Different
I
air.
see.
You know I
See
love
that,
you guys.
man? Just thinking a little. Jerry Jones gives him a little sniff of the ass.
Oh,
Yeah,
And
boy.
now look at it.
You
he's
know I
back.
love you guys, man.
Mark was jumping off a bridge this morning, and that
Yes.
train went off.
No, it wasn't
And
not
he's
jumping
back
off a
home.
bridge. It was my
Look,
mom's house.
Philly, my man went and for therapy. He went and planted some saffron and
That's
did
my
all
brother.
kinds of stuff. He had to
That's
go
my
outside.
brother.
I bet you
my
by
brother does that.
in 2 days, it's going to be Cowboys are making the playoffs. Then
No,
they're going to beat the
no,
Raiders,
Yeah.
and then it's going to be like, we're back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Peace
Well,
out.
remember, he just said we were scared because they got Quentin Williams now.
We
Quentin
ain't
Williams,
scared. Yeah,
like-
we're
like-
scared. We handle him very.
He's starting to sound like Momo.
Oh man,
Oh,
Mark,
man,
you're
this
crazy. I'll deal with Mark tomorrow. We'll
You
go
know
at it.
what? Light him and Leo's ass up, like they asses up, dog. For real.
Oh, I will.
This is
I will.
like right now, and again, everybody, we are at the 4:07 p.m. Eastern Standard
Yeah,
Time.
I don't think anything's
So-
coming in.
We got another 8. We got 8 minutes. And
Yeah.
then then the last of whatever should be
Yeah, everything trickles in now.
Yeah.
Late. So you
And
got to
if
kind of
y'all can, please hook your boy up. Go to the bird section, hit the like and subscribe button for your mans because I really need that, and also hit it for Philly 500 while we're here because this has been
Absolutely.
so much fun. I mean, look, Philly. After what Mark just took us through, and you see where they are right now. It's not even about the season. It's dog. Their season was over in week 9.
I mean, look, here's their schedule. They got the Raiders, the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Lions, the Vikings, the Chargers. They're done. They're done. Tank David Super Chat. He goes, "This is to keep fans like him engaged. You going? Yeah. I mean, that's all. That's all it is, really. I agree. Linda, thank you for the Super Chat. How he got 3 players and only 500,000 against the cap. I know he got Miami to pick up that money.
What? How gangster was that?
Gangster.
Yo,
Howie's no joke, dude.
yo.
If like I said, if that was if we're done, all right, then my thoughts are this:
You want to give
Jalen Phillips, Nolan Smith, who they just activated today, by the way,
Yep.
and Brandon Graham are now being put on that defensive line.
Yep.
Those 3 guys are added all of a sudden that defensive line is fine. Now, if we could just get a little lucky with Jair Alexander, if somehow he can be competent, it's over. It's over.
I'll add a bit of a caveat to it too. That little bit predicated on us getting something serviceable out of Jacorian Bennett. You see what I'm saying? Because Jacorian Bennett's coming back too.
Right.
And if Jair can be at least a depth piece, a very good depth piece, sort of kind of like how Slay was, but I mean, like in terms of veteran presence, that right there is going to pay back. It's going to pay us in dividends, you know, because again, just like how, you know, and it's, I guess what was demonstrated with Mark being on here, when you pair it against me and Philly 500, is that Eagles fans, the reason why we breathe a different air than Cowboys fans is because we don't see, but we see a lot further in front of our faces. We see 8, 9, 10 steps down the road. They can only see but 2 feet in front of their face.
Yeah.
And when it's like that, it's very difficult for you to understand, like, because you heard Mark say, "Oh, you guys are teasing us about this year, and we're like, "No, you screwed yourselves up you possibly could have screwed yourself up for the next few years."
Yeah.
And you're not even thinking along that. Do you trust this coaching staff?
Right.
You trust this regime? I'm sorry, but the Dallas Cowboys are as dangerous to themselves or a detriment to themselves with a shit ton of draft capital like this. They could truly fuck it up.
And they just did, in my opinion. They just did.
Yeah, and
I agree.
And then you look at us and then you see look, this is the bye week. Ain't nobody, that's where the league fucked up. Y'all gave us the bye week the same week as the trade deadline. How he ain't go nowhere.
No.
He ain't go nowhere. He ain't have to. He took his ass on up there to the NovaCare and been in that office probably the whole fucking, I bet you ain't even take a shower.
Probably not. Probably not.
I bet you ain't even take a shower.
Yeah, probably not.
None of him and his minions took a shower because they're always constantly working. And look at what's happening. So what we're accustomed to, or better yet, what we've become accustomed to, is what they aspire to have. This is what that winning culture looks like.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, and it's infuriating for them. Like come on, Philly. This is, if we were talking to our high school and college selves, this would be Bizarre World, wouldn't it? Remember?
I know, exactly right. You ain't kidding. Hey, John Bliss, what's going on? Let me answer some of these comments real quick. Jason says, make the better sales if you lose. He has to wear a Hurts jersey. Yeah, maybe we could do that. Tanner says, Howie's a fraud, no Garrett. I think Howie tried, man. He tried. Gigi says, I need Leo's channel so I can subscribe. Someone drop the link. Drop the link, Leo.
Yeah. Here we go. Put it in the comments.
We still need help of our O-line. I agree. That's a big key going forward.
Thanks, Jonas.
Jair is going to be better than Ringo and Adoree, and that's all we need. Nothing more. If we get that, Lord Vaughn, man, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah, and he don't have to be the guy. That's the thing.
All right, Globe Noble.
He can't. They came to Philadelphia. Him and Mikhail Carter do not have to be the guy. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't gotta convince nobody. Like last week, the season was over for them. Today, bitch, I'm about to go get me a ring. Hell yeah, you about to? I bet you health don't be an issue for Jair Alexander this year.
It's going to be interesting to see how he does.
Yeah.
Probably wipes his ass with Hundus and Cowboys gear. You know it. If Dallas misses the playoffs, still has to wear lipstick on top. Oh, that might be a good one. I want to think of something because I can't believe he really thinks they're making the playoffs off this one trade.
I don't. It's got to be. He's got to. It's got to be.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is what, like, okay. He won't. He doesn't say nothing about Dak Prescott and the fact that Dak didn't score. The offense didn't score a single point in the first half versus the Cardinals. Mm-hmm. Scored 10 points total in the whole entire game. Right? Then he's going to come in and say that defense, one of the historically worst, is all of a sudden going to be that much better. Yet the Eagles, we need 4 or 5 pieces. Jalen Hurts is never good enough. It's bullshit.
Well. First of all, you have to always bear in mind, I think sometimes you can be a bit guilty of this, of forgetting that, remember now, Philly, your quarterback is Jalen Hurts. Okay? That's first and foremost. And the reason why I'm saying it to you like that is because it's the same Jalen Hurts that a lot of people like Dan Saleo have been historically wrong about and cannot admit to it. So
Right.
what it is that you are asking of Dan Saleo, the considerations that you are asking of Dan Saleo and anybody else, including Mark Holmes, they are not going to ever give you that because it would be an admission of being wrong.
Right.
They cannot do
Right.
that. And they're going to use a whole bunch of nice words. Dan Saleo's going to pull out the University of Miami thesaurus to tell you to come with all kinds of pretty words why it's okay to not put respect on that man's name. And why? Because he'll tell you everything other than I was wrong. And that's what's wrong. That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
That is part of the problem. And that will be the case for pretty much majority of the talking pundits on TV. Only a few have said, you know what? I was wrong. I fucked up. I should have never said that about him. Look at Mark Holmes. Mark Holmes says that Jalen Hurts is a running back pretending to be a quarterback.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, that there's no running back who has, in the history of the league, who has pretended to be a QB ever produce a perfect QB rating.
Right.
But you can't say that. You can't. He cannot. Mark and Mark, Dan Saleo, none of those people, including 94 WIP, a lot of those people can never ever say that about Jalen. Think about remember all the nasty things they said about him when he first got here. And then and here's the thing. The even worse part about it, Philly, is that the entire time Jalen never said a word. So you can't even say, well, he was talking shit. No, he wasn't.
I know.
He doesn't talk.
It's true. It's true. Ray Philly Fly says, we need edge help. I think we got it, man. I think we got it because we got Jalen Phillips, you got Brandon Graham, and you got Nolan Smith, all going to be introduced into that defensive edge spot. Now, the good thing about Phillips, and here's the advantage of Phillips.
He knows Fangio.
He played under Vic Fangio. He knows the system and he knows what to do. I think the Eagles' defensive line is going to be way better. I expect it to be. You know, and hopefully Nolan Smith is healthy. Like, I'm hoping he had a slow start because he was not healthy. So hopefully he's ready to go. If we could get Nolan Smith to the playoffs, we're good.
I think that, first of all, the reason why you're hopeful like that when it comes to Nolan Smith is justified now.
Yeah.
You are justified in that hopefulness is because you've heard how he talks and you know how he is.
Right.
So I'm 1,000% with you. I'm leaning more in the direction of, oh hell, this is not going to be good for the rest of the league. We didn't just pick up a valuable edge rusher, but we also picked up someone who's more than a number one in the Vic Fangio defense.
Yep.
Because we started off the season with how many guys? I think we brought back 11 guys who were year twos in the Vic Fangio defense.
Right.
We just picked up a valuable edge rusher who would be year two in the Vic Fangio defense.
Yeah.
That's valuable in of itself.
Agreed.
And I also will tell you all from this point on, after this weekend, after we play Green Bay, pay close attention to what days we got games on throughout for the rest of the season, Philly. Pay attention to what days or what nights these games land in, because we got a couple of mini sort of kind of buys coming up during the course of the rest of the season that we probably gonna need.
Right. No, I agree.
You know, so yeah. Go ahead, finish. Read some of them.
Yeah, let me get some stuff here. I'm starting Phillips Alexander right away. I like it. Nick, thank you for the super chat. He goes, stir the gravy, Jair back to Pro Bowl form. I mean, if that happens, that'd be crazy. Kevin says, Kevin Heather, Lincoln, Nebraska. We sent a super chat. When did you send it? I don't think let me find it. If you sent it, I'm sorry I missed it. things were kind of going in pretty quick, especially when Mark was here. I couldn't keep up. But let me see. I don't see it. I didn't read this one. Andrew, thank you for super chat. I don't trust Jair 510 gambles for picks. Yeah. Heather Jones, I welcome to Dingbat Nation. I saw you guys join channel membership. Thank you so much. I'm looking for your Papa, Nick, Tank, Linda. Yeah, I don't see it, guys. I don't see anything there. I apologize. I don't see it. Oh, it didn't go through. Yeah, I didn't see it. Well, I love Jacob. I don't think we going hard the Eagles sometimes. They go hard on the Eagles all the time. That's all right. Everybody has to, I rather people give an opinion I disagree with than an opinion just to agree. I don't mind arguing with people. I have no problem debating. You know what I mean? What were you going to say, Leo?
Get the fuck out of here. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Well, let me read this super chat. You figure it out. Super Tony, thank you for super chat. He goes, John Clark just posted on Facebook, Nolan Smith saying Eagles have opened the practice window for Nolan Smith. He could possibly return Monday night in Green Bay. Yeah, I saw that. They opened the window for him. I think they cut Patrick Johnson, and they released somebody else. I forget who it was, but yeah, we're going to get Nolan Smith, Brandon Graham, and Jalen Phillips for that game. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now, what's going on? And thank you, Super Tony. What's up?
No. This was old. I'm sorry. Okay. I saw something that said we got Mekhi Becton back, and I'm like, what? Get the fuck out of here.
He's been hurt all year, too.
Yeah. Well, but he's been the same kind of hurt as the rest of the guys on our offensive line have been.
Yeah.
Which is indicative of the fact that these guys look like what everyone thought was going to be the case with Saquon in terms of being wore down because they play late into the from February 9th. You know, they didn't have much of an off season and everything like that. What everyone thought was going to be the case with Saquon was not with Saquon. It was with our offensive line. And it's evidence that looking at Mekhi Becton.
Yeah.
Plug and play.
Can you hear this?
All these guys process starts with
you hear Howie?
College,
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time with
all right, I'm gonna pull this up and we can listen. I can't show it, but I'm gonna play the audio. Really hopefully I won't get in trouble.
Really, he's got freak ability. He can rush, he can set the edge, he can play in space. He's got a nonstop motor. I think one of the most fun things to do is put on his tape and watch his effort, and when you have the athleticism and the physical ability he has with the effort he has, and then
you hear it, right?
Just going and seeing that he was walking.
Okay, you guys hear this? That's how he's speaking. I don't want to show the picture, but play the audio.
He comes from an unbelievable family, and then obviously Vic was with him. So a lot of times when you're talking to your coaches and you have a vision of how the player is going to fit.
Now, Howie looks like a genius. Becton playing booty before getting hurt, and then Rodgers got cooked. Slayer's been crap.
I think I just said that discussion was really easy.
You got to pause the audio every minute to avoid trouble.
And I think that it was just for us, where we are as a team, what we believe in is important to winning a world championship and to being a great team. It really wasn't a hard trade to make.
This is my kind of guy. It's a joint in hand.
Hey, Howie,
sub them up.
Just speak in general.
Sub them up.
What you have at the edge now with Nolan coming back soon. His win.
Howie slipped and said he talked to Vic Fangio about what? About the pass rush? You mean?
What you like?
I'm sure he did.
Yeah, I had in Jalix there, obviously Ruben as well, and our best teams. We've been fortunate to be in 3 Super Bowls over the last 8 years, and
golden era.
And you can never have enough pass rush.
Golden era.
Cover corners, and they're hard to find. And so, getting another player who can get pressure on the quarterback in key situations.
Yep.
Those guys are always going to be paramount to our success.
Absolutely.
And when you talk about that room, excited about all those guys in the room, and when you can rotate those guys and you can keep them fresh, especially with the talent that you're talking about, with those guys possess. It just opens.
I love the pass rush now. I really love it.
front when you combine our interior defensive line.
I
with
said
them.
we got a goon squad, Philly.
Together, it's got to come together on the field.
I love
that,
the rotation.
This is that 23 defense
We got a
that
really
went
good
to that went to.
I know. I love it
a lot of pieces
because you're adding 3 guys to your pass rush.
We'll go to Tim. And
You
then
know?
we'll bring
K Gun says, "Wait, is it the last time we traded midseason with the Dolphins, 2017 for Ajayi and we won Super Bowl?" Yes. Yep.
Did you entertain any offers?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sub up Leo here.
Really like to keep this up the guys we
Yep.
acquired, but Tim, I think that when you're trying to be a great team, it's hard to trade great players. And AJ Brown's a great player.
Damn right.
Yep.
Damn right.
Tell him, Howie.
That's
Tell him,
right.
Howie.
Yes.
This organization, he cares about.
Hey, y'all, thank you for coming down to the bird section and subbing me up like
Keep
that.
some up. You're getting close to 1,000, right?
Yeah, I'm at 650.
You just don't get
Sub them up. Let's get them 1,000.
Yeah, hook me up, y'all, for real. That'd be
Give me
that'd be
1,000.
dope.
We got 1,000 people in here.
Yo, go to the bird. I put it in the chat again too.
Jalen Phillips on an expiring contract. How interested would you be in extending him beyond this season?
Dave, I think first of all,
I love that
I
question.
never really get
Yeah, that's a good question.
for any players, but we have a lot of good players who are free agents after this year, and I think when you start picking favorites, when you're trying to compete for championships, there are other issues that come along with that. And so, I think there's going to be plenty of time to handle our business.
What he's saying is, let's see how he does first. That's what he's saying. Let's see how he subs. Let's say this. Let's see how he plays.
We'll go to Jeff.
But hey, Philly, remember Donovan McNabb and them used to say, "Good answer, good answer, good answer."
Yeah.
The edge rusher.
My thing is this: if you can bring him back, he's going to be better next year. He's coming off an ACL. Usually that takes like a year.
Is that kind of a reflection of Vic and the scheme, or is that just the way things have played out this year?
Is there a picture of you, Jeff? I don't see a picture. No picture. I'm trying to.
I believe there is.
I'm trying to find him. Emily, do you see him, Bob? I don't see him.
Hmm.
You see him? No, I don't.
Barbie, the dog princess. Thank you
You
so
got
much.
it.
I appreciate
Well,
you.
that may be to your
My
benefit.
axe by my man.
Anyway, so I think that when you look at that, sometimes it's a factor of
722 now. Get it up there.
Oh, yo, let me tell you.
going on rookie deals. Zach was obviously free agent.
427, so we are past the 415 mark.
But when you really look at
Get him to
the
1,000.
outside linebackers, I
Then
think
you can monetize,
sometimes the
right?
conversation is
Yeah.
how we
Yeah.
change
Yeah,
what
get him
we
to
believe
1,000. We
in.
could do
And
it.
Look at our
So as well, thank you,
inside linebackers.
Catwoman.
These guys
Jets could trade even more in the offseason. I wonder how much more capital they will pick up before the trade. Probably a lot.
They can reset the front by coming up on the edge. They can play in space. They can cover people in space. And so, we believe that it's really important to affect the passing game. And so,
What happened? It froze up.
it really hasn't changed our
Oh, there it
philosophy
goes.
and what's important in winning and losing. I think those guys are big time players at the inside linebacker position. We've been
That was
fortunate
weird.
to have good players at that position here over the last couple of years. And so I don't think it resets really what we're doing. And I think some of the time
Road to
about
1,000.
resources comes on rookie contracts. Did I answer that
You got
question?
100 subscribers, they said, in a minute.
Really?
They said.
Sorry, I was muted. Sure.
Get him 1,000. Oh, get him 1,000.
My joke of finding you.
Y'all are the bomb.com for real.
I just
There's also real quick, everybody, just so everyone's aware, I do not see anything in terms of new news.
It seems like minuscule is
Yeah.
737 now.
He's underestimated his influence.
Well, minuscule, I don't know that there's an adjective lower than minuscule. So I think that would certainly, that would not be fair to say that his influence is minuscule. We talk a lot about a lot of things, and but I'd say there's a lot of trust, and I think that he's got a lot of trust, just like I got a lot of trust for him and what he's doing. And so I feel fortunate to have that relationship with him.
Heather Jones, thank you for the super chat. Kevin and Heather here, Philly 500, Leo. We were watching Mark's live screen for the background, and he was live with his wife and asked if The pick was so great. What took him so long to get him and add Mozzie to it? I don't know. Dallas is weird. Mark is weird. You can't figure it. Every time you think you figured them out, they do something else crazy. But thank you, Heather Jones. Kevin and Heather, shout out to you. Thank you so much. Are you guys a mod? Let me get you a mod in here. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Let me see if I can get them.
Hey, y'all, not really, like I said, man, I really appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, showing that vote of confidence with me, you know, coming to the bird section.
Mod you up.
Don't try to keep y'all any longer than I have to. Just want to tell you what you need to know, and then y'all can keep it moving. But on this right here, with what we got going on, the path is set for us, Billy.
What we're really trying to do is we're trying to be able to match up with all kinds of shapes and sizes at the wide receiver position in the secondary. When you have guys who can do that, it just gives you so much flexibility when you're going to play different teams and the different types.
I got to give you guys a mod, Heather Jones. It's not letting me do it on here. I will do it though.
The guy has played an elite level.
Jonah, thank you for super chat. Philly, what I missed? Do we make a trade? No, it doesn't look like it yet. Antonio just subbed you up. Thank you so much, Marcus. Let's get you to 1,000. Jonah, thank you for super chat.
You know, we've always had that.
And I got to sub them up. Let me try to get. I want to mod them up.
And so it gives that flexibility. Obviously, Coop, incredible player. And somebody who can play really anywhere in the secondary. So it gives you those matchups. Did you just ask about Michael or you asked about both pieces?
Just how differently you felt about the room in general with those guys, but yeah.
And then, with Ja, I remember just when he signed in June with Baltimore, thinking what a great signing by them. And obviously it didn't work out for the way that he wanted or that they wanted, or he wouldn't have been available to us. But the relationship we have with Baltimore and being able to have honest conversations and understanding what he went through a little bit in training camp and getting back to health. Obviously missed a lot of time last year. And
I like how the Bears are keeping foot on the gas.
And how successful he's been. What we
this is our year back on the menu. Can't wait to see miss playoffs. First part of the year, Dallas going to definitely miss playoffs.
Having CP who's with him and getting to know the mindset of the
Colts
player.
won.
So, sometimes,
we could go undefeated the rest of the year. I don't see another game. We could beat everybody.
You watch everything.
Send the link again. Here's the link. Go sub them up. Let's get them to 1,000.
When you talk about
let's do it.
Dingbat Nation. Everybody.
Feeling healthy, feeling good. We felt like the risk was worth it.
Mark says, I love how supportive we all are of Philly 500 and Dingbat Nation and at the Birds. Like, sub up, we better than any of the fans. Hell yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yes, you are, Marcus. No doubt about it.
Smart too. Smart. And now the world knows it after the Super Bowl
Doc,
last
what's
year.
going on, Doc? How are you? Because what up, Philly? How you doing? I subbed up. He's near 750. I'm doing good, Doc. How are you, man? I feel good about where we're at, Doc.
We weren't fully ready to hand over the keys. And now
let's go some up.
There was still meat on
Kevin says, Kevin and Heather, that's Heather's account. We have 2 accounts open here. Well, I'm gonna put both of you guys on mods.
And before the season started, before we went down any path.
Thank you, Kevin and Heather. I'll mod you up. Both of you
really
accounts.
Got special relationships with a bunch of guys here.
Just gotta find it on here.
BG's my first pick, and so just reached out and said, "Hey, we're in the market for an edge rusher. How you feeling?" And at the time, he just felt like that wasn't the right timing for him. Hadn't really contemplated, was doing a bunch of other things, but apparently got his mind started moving a little bit, and he started working out a little bit harder. And when Z retired, picked up the phone again and just said, "Hey, I'm just reaching out again. I'd heard a little bit through the grapevine you're working out a little bit harder." And
I love what we've been doing. Me too, Doc.
I got that
Me
little
too.
PG cackle. Is it a cackle when they laugh like that, Bob? Is that a cackle?
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
I don't think we did anything else, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it.
Oh yeah, why don't laugh like that? And that kind of gave me a sense that he wanted to come back.
The NHL MLB have had back-to-back chances. Why not us, right?
Really good. And when he
Thank
saw
you,
that,
GG. I appreciate you.
Yeah, sum up.
I really do see an Eagles versus Seahawks NFC championship game. It's scary as fuck for us because we haven't beaten the dang Hawks since 2008. There's something about the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got that thing with them. I don't know what it is. But
if you play them at home, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Dave Sports Press is NHL and MLB both have back-to-back chance. Why not the NFL? It's a back-to-back year.
For you to see that involvement or his coverage.
Mark set himself up for epic collapse. Hell yeah, he is.
Go after him like you did at the
Philly.
Yeah.
How many times have we said that? How many times have you even tried to save him from him?
A lot of compensation,
right.
Obviously. Really,
I try. You don't listen.
Yeah, and you know what? I have seen. And you can go on everybody. You can go on Jacob Sports or whatever and look at the film. We have watched Philly sit there like this
and watch those
word and just watch Mark Holmes and Dan Saleo go off into La La Land and set themselves up, and then the next week. Dan Leo's laughing at Dan and laughing at Mark. It's like, God damn, this is bad.
Just
I know.
The person
GG, man, welcome to Dingbat Nation, man. Thank you so much for joining.
Freak show,
appreciate you.
Athlete that he is, and then seeing the
dude, Howie knows exactly what he's doing. If you just listen, he has a big plan.
Really, he's made every time he's on the field.
Korma, what's up, 500? Who is this guy? I like him. That's Leo. He's got a channel called The Bird Section. He's up and coming. Let's get him 1,000. I'm gonna sub him up. If he's good with you, he's good with me. Go Birds. Thank you, Korma, for the super chat, man. You're gonna love Leo.
Wow.
Leo's great.
Hey y'all. If I was white, I'd be red from blushing. Thank you so much. You made y'all making me feel like $1 million.
That's what happened, Leslie. The white guy walked to the airport, was blushing. They thought it was Max Crosby tattoo.
In the past week, what circumstances were unique this year, and then specific to the past week?
That's so funny.
And how you navigate.
Dude, that was so funny. It's just like Max Crosby's in the airport. It was another white guy. They all look alike, Mark. I love it.
Do that.
What was the wrong white guy?
I feel like it's hard.
What he said to me. He said to me last night. I don't know. We're trying to steal your shine.
Evaluating Tank and the skill set that he had just felt like, it's hard.
That's so funny. Oh, he just sets himself up. He really does. Andrew, thank you, man. Doc, you just laughing my ass on Mark Cruz's dictionary definition of crazy. He did the same thing over and over and over, expecting different results. It's true. It's true. Mark, poor guy. He really thought Max Crosby was in that airport. It wasn't him.
I gotta pee.
I look at it. I feel like he went in and big move for our football team.
Mark's so stupid. He's so stupid.
Get him,
Oh, my stomach hurts. It was Max Crosby. Oh shit, that's funny.
My source is 5'8".
It's big 5'8" with tattoos. It must be Max Crosby.
Oh shit. Oh, the back of my throat hurt.
Great way to go into the season. So,
Oh man.
I think that's the same.
Oh man,
it was so funny.
Oh man, you made my high go higher.
Sorry.
Dingbat. Oh my god, you just made my high go.
We had a lot of.
But to be fair, Mark, it was someone at the airport and said, "Mark, that tip." I know, but you can't run with that.
Mark act like he was a CIA with spies and shit. I got connections. I got people all over the airport, and it's the same airport where Jerry's plane comes in and gets refueled. It's kind of discreet, and it was Dallas security.
Miles Garrett, who you both.
Oh man.
Oh
man.
Those guys.
Oh,
Before the season
Are you
began.
trying to get me fined? Speaking of players from other teams, is that your?
Rocco says, "Some do up, Leo. Us Eagle fans are family, and we're the most loyal, passionate nodule fans only in the NFL, but in all sports around the world." Yes.
Oh my God, my stomach hurt. Oh, my stomach hurt. Oh my God.
Hey guys, this 500. Do you think we pick up any free agents before the franchise deadline on November 11th? Sante Samuels, Stephon Gilmore, Dust Simmons. Sante Samuels, interesting. Now that he's cleared.
I was gonna say, is he healthy now?
Yeah, they cleared him like the other day. So he's a free agent.
That might be the one right there. And we also need a tight end. Kyle Pitts got traded to Tampa Bay.
Did he really?
Yeah, the tight end from Atlanta. Yeah, they traded him.
That's a weird trade.
They got him. They made. I think they got a second rounder for him.
There was an opportunity to do that without we thought.
You know what I'm saying? So that now Tampa Bay has just gotten stronger, and it's important that we as Eagles fans know not just who we got to play, but look at who we've already played. That's why it's so important to take care of business at the beginning of the season as best as you can.
Yo.
Because we got some good wins against some quality teams, and
okay, so how is done?
Tampa Bay are just getting stronger. There's other teams who are trying to make a run, especially the ones who already played us. So what they're doing is that they're tooling up for their second crack at us, some potentially in the playoffs. And there are teams that we have already played and will play that we could potentially see in the fucking Super Bowl. So pay attention to that. So it's not like, like pay attention to the fact that Indianapolis picked up Sauce Gardner. Bitch, what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I got it, I know they are now more formidable than they were yesterday. But you know what? Look at our team.
Mm-hmm.
Deep.
Yeah.
We are deep. Our wide receiver room, minus John Mechie, is still up there. We got a dude on our team called Baby AJ. So,
yeah, exactly.
What?
Oh, I love him. Yeah.
And then look at our running back room. We got eight people and we might have to let AJ go. We might have to there's some people we're gonna have to let go in order to get these guys on the team because we got.
Oh yeah, they're gonna.
Yeah, don't forget Azeez Ojulari's on IR. He'll be back at the end of the month.
At the end of the month, yeah.
Yeah. So somebody's gonna have to go.
Yeah. Andrew said, "Oh God, no." Andrew says this is too damn funny. Ha ha ha. Mark is making the highest highs that much better. Breaking news, motherhood news. Mongar's Max Crosby look-alike scene at DFW airport to torture Mark. Dude, that was so funny. He put out that yesterday. And I'm like, Mark, I wouldn't put that out because you just don't know. I would. It wasn't him. Corma Davis super chat. The Broncos loss still pisses me off. Yeah, I mean we shouldn't have lost that game. I agree.
Yeah, no, you know what? Maybe that was. I always tell people. If there was a game that we could lose that should be of no consequence, that was the game. It was a non-divisional. It was a non-divisional game, and that same weekend, everybody else lost too. So we didn't even lose first place.
Yeah,
in the division.
Bro, thank you for the super chat. He goes, "Hey, 500. If you're Denzel Washington, I do look like Denzel Washington. Then Leo has to be Leonardo DiCaprio. Perfect fit. Fly Eagles fly. There you go." There you go. And they're saying the Pitt thing is not real, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Jonah Davis Super Chat goes, "Hey Philly King, you can't be Denzel anymore." He says he's a Dallas fan. There's an old clip of Denzel Washington in The Vet with Randall Cunningham cheering him on in a jacket. So
talking to his son, that's the actor.
Talking to his son, right? It's there, yeah. They were Randall Cunningham, so
and his son is an Eagles fan because of that. His son is an Eagles fan.
Yeah. Lemonade David Super Chat goes, "Just sub Leo. He has to promise to keep busting Mark. Oh yeah, he has to bust Cop Pizzle as well. Oh, I'm sure he will.
Unleash me.
Oh yeah, sub him up.
Unleash me. Sub me up. Unleash me."
That was so funny. That's so funny. Mark cracks me up. And now it's just like now everything is great. Now everything is great because of that trade. Dallas is back.
No. Now everything is going to be because of Dallas. So we're doing the things that we're doing because of Dallas. You know what I'm saying? We're doing the things like that. That's how they're gonna they listen, they have to manufacture controversies and stories to make this whole thing make sense to them. They have the fan base as a whole. The fan base as a whole collectively needs to get its medication readjusted, and that's they haven't had their medication adjusted yet. And y'all know what happens when hurt people hurt people. That's what it is. That's what they all are. All that vitriol. Listen to how Mark and them and listen to how Dan and them be talking and everything like that. It be coming from the diaphragm.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? When he was like, fuck you. That was from down deep. Like that was some shit that had been that was all it all came out. You know what I'm saying? And my favorite part of that whole thing, my favorite part, because I love doing it back to Mark, is when Philly 500 said, when he got up and walked away, and Philly 500 said, John, walk away.
Well, because to me, when you do that, you lose the battle, man. You lose the argument right there. You walked out on it.
Yep.
You
know? And so, however Mark needs to make this make sense in his mind, along with the rest of the fan base, because understand something, y'all. Here's what Philly, let me just say this real quick. Here's what Mark Holmes never tells y'all. Him, Thomas Garrett, Troy Daniels, Hallie Pierce, Derek J, Loyal Cowboy, all those people that be on his channel. What's the problem is that they are paying for they're paying for checks that their asses can't cash. They wrote checks all throughout last year that they have to cash throughout the rest of this year. That's what they're not telling you. See, they rather you feel bad for them. They want you to feel sorry, but they're not telling you how they was talking big shit, especially about Kellen Moore.
Oh no,
remember that?
I remember
Kellen Moore.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Philly. You'll see. I go on Mark's channel and they jump me, and I'm talking my shit. Okay,
I know.
I'm talking my shit back, but they're telling me how much of a fool I am. I even made a guarantee that we would win the Super Bowl. I even went as far as to say they had me so pissed off. I went as far as to say, not only are we going to win the Super Bowl, but we're going to repeat and threaten a three-peat now.
Awesome.
And he was like, oh, my God, you're full of shit. No, you're not. And then we won.
Now he's getting worried.
He's not telling you. This is what's making this so disastrous. These checks that Mark and his fan base wrote date back all the way to last offseason. They ain't been right since. No. Ever since Green Bay did whatever the hell it is they did to them in Texas Stadium, they ain't been right since.
That game broke them. They've not been right. They've been even worse since that game. Gary's hard driving says ESPN already calling the division for the Eagles. Thoughts? I think that's about right.
Yeah.
GG gifted 5 Philly 500 memberships, man. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. And whoever got it, welcome to Dingbat Nation, man. Appreciate that.
Dope.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So you're not going to.
We need 2 more. Yeah, everybody sub them up, man. We got over 800 people in here. Sub them up. Let's get to 1,000 likes.
I appreciate y'all for real. I so appreciate y'all.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I need that. I need to get there. Yeah. That's my tip jar.
Yeah, I want you to get up there and get monetized. You know?
Yeah. I want to do that too. Yeah.
Thank you, Barbie Doll Princess YouTube. That's royalty right there. Let me tell you. When you see her in there, man, you roll out the red carpet for Barbie the Doll Princess.
Say less. I already acknowledged her earlier too. So I appreciate you, Barbie, for real.
Yeah. So I do about 5 more minutes, and I have to go back to work.
Yeah. Listen, Blue Pill. Listen, I do that because it's a demonstration of being a modern era winner. See, in the modern era, we can literally plant ourselves in the middle of Cowboy fandom and talk shit, and it's fun. That's what the best part about the bird section is. It's not the peanut gallery. Everybody's welcome because I want to hear it all. I want the smoke. You know, like what we have to do is we have to start teaching these people what it's like to be the winners. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. You know, that's the reason why. Have you noticed that Philadelphia Eagle fans? Have you noticed that our crown, like when we put this on, it's always crooked and everything like that? This bitch is heavy.
It is heavy.
Do you know how hard
it is? Me and Leo have waited because we're the same age, I think.
Yeah.
We've waited a long time for this. I mean, see, that's the other thing that people don't understand about these Cowboy fans. They didn't see them in the 90s when they were winning. Like they were unbearable, and there was no social media.
Yeah,
it was none.
Oh, I'm 50, y'all. Okay, I'm 50. Okay, so let's go back to when the Cowboys were the 90s Cowboys. Okay, those were my teenage years and my early 20s. Okay, those were very formative years. Everybody remember those years. Okay, all right, and you know what? Cowboy fans were way more insufferable then, like that than we are today. See, the problem is that they got older. That's the problem, and so they calmed down, and they think that there's all this time in between from us. We don't remember bullshit. I remember you. I remember how y'all talk shit. That back-to-back shit. I remember that. I remember all of it.
Your quarterback's not a winner. Our quarterback's clutch. He wins Super Bowls. Oh, yeah. Then they went out and got Deion Sanders. They were getting everybody with paying. There's no cap.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No cap.
Yeah. So I'm supposed to feel bad for them now. I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah. I don't think so. Hell no. Nope.
Clark, thank you for Super Chat. Cowboys needed relevance, so they overspent. It's exactly right. Exactly right.
And that is what I like is I wallow in their suffering and I celebrate their mismanagement.
Yeah.
You know, I do that. I don't care.
You watch how this bites them in the ass.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. It's like this goes and mind you, you know, like I said, given my age, you know, think about who I grew up with, who I had. You know, I'm talking Ron Jaworski. I'm talking Randall Cunningham. You know, Dr. J. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I remember when Manute Bol was playing.
Remember Manute Bol with his 3-pointers?
Yeah.
Rick Mahorn and Barkley. Brian, Daryl Dawkins, Anthony Tony. Well, Anthony was a little older, but
I remember. I was a big Von Hayes fan. You know what I'm saying? I love Mike Schmidt. You know, I remember. You remember Nails? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Dalton. You know what I'm saying? We from that era. Okay.
Yeah.
And for those of y'all, and I'm in Market. You know what I'm saying? Philly's from here. You know what I'm saying? He's from South Jersey. So we grew up in this. Okay. I'm just painting a picture for y'all because I want to make sure that y'all understand and think about in that time period how these Cowboy fans was.
Oh.
Yeah, we got the hole in the roof so God can watch his favorite team. Man, fuck y'all. It's some bullshit. Okay? Some real bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Sean Bradley. That's right, Jesus. That's right. So, I don't want to hear, like, come on, man. You know, I remember when Charles Barkley spit on that little girl.
Oh my God, I remember that.
Remember that?
remember the brawl, the Detroit Pistons brawl with Lambeer and Barkley and
my
Warner?
God, yeah.
Oh man, that was awesome.
Well, and this is when we had the conversation because understand something, Philly. I have a 19-year-old. He's in college, you know, and he and I are always talking about this stuff because he thinks LeBron is greater than Michael and all. That's that argument, and I had to explain to him, LeBron will probably out athletic almost everybody, but understand something. Ain't none of them dudes from back in that day going to sit there and let this dude just run around like a gazelle.
No.
Somebody going to punch his ass.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Dylan. You think he just going, and all that flopping shit and everything like that, they just going to look at him like you're crazy. Like, no, you ain't going to.
No, it's true. Yeah. I mean, look how they were with look how the Pistons were with Jordan. How many times did he lose to them before he won? Because they were all over his ass.
And those are the examples that I use when I talk to my sons, especially my oldest and my youngest. I just had a conversation with my youngest. He's really heavy into martial arts. Philly, he's going for his black belt.
Wow.
Yeah, he just got the he's a junior sensei now. So now he has it's funny as hell, Philly, because they call him Sensei Langston now. He's Sensei Langston, and he walks around with his arms behind his back, with his hands, like a teacher and everything.
Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, that's funny.
He's 9.
That's awesome.
It's the funniest thing.
That's so funny. Oh man, that's hilarious.
You can't tell him shit, so that's the way it works.
Doctor, he says, yes, sir. Eagles are the model of success this millennium, along with Kansas City and New England. We are so much better than we were. We were so much better than they were. They won it all. Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Corma Daver Super Chat goes, what's up with YouTube TV and NFL? I don't know. They're having some contract dispute. I don't have YouTube TV, so I don't know. I don't know. But I want to thank Leo for joining me today, man, coming and hanging out with me.
Bro, you gave me the best laugh of the day. Happy NFL 2025 trade deadline day.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. And just want to thank everybody for joining us. Go sew up Leo if you haven't. Thank you for all subscribers, new subs, all that. It was fun. Trade deadline has come and gone. Eagles, they're set. They've done what they had to do, and we're gonna get out of here now. Leo, stay through this exit outro. I want to talk to you.
Absolutely. Later, y'all. See y'all in the bird section.
See you guys later. Oh! Peace out.
2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh shit! Dad, no!
It's over. It's over. This game is over. Cut it off. It's over.
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay.
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak.
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott. Trying to defend the CeeDee Lamb. Trying to defend the CeeDee Lamb. You trying to defend the CeeDee Lamb. You got to give it to CeeDee Lamb. God. It's over. It's over, Dak. Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking. Cut it off. It's over.
Oh,